I'm getting really upset with this YouTube live stream thing, man. This is the fourth time that I've had to close my live stream and reopen a new one for it to work. So for whatever reason, it hasn't been working lately. So it's a bit frustrating. But I can't miss my Sunday fun day live streams. So I'm just gonna have to redo the settings because it seems I think the problem is for whatever reason, whenever I seem to put settings and links in the description, for some reason now it's not working when I do my live stream. So I don't really know why that is, but it seems to be a problem. So it is what it is. It's going to take a while, I think, for people to actually join the stream because I don't actually have any things in the description. So the YouTube algorithm is probably pushing this way down. Let's do that. What up, future? What up? What up? What up with thee? Sorry, I don't have a lot of energy right now. I'm pretty exhausted. This weekend has been draining me. It's Thanksgiving actually now in Toronto, Canada. So for Americans, I think your Thanksgiving obviously is the 25th of November, month before Christmas. We have ours in October because fuck them, right? Fuck that shit. We like to do things early. Canada will do things way before America will. Fuck them. If you guys are Canadian, I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving. I had some nice dinner. And now I'm bored, and I'm gonna just plow through this Sunday live stream. I have a bunch of old costumes that I've worn either for comic book conventions, videos, just random, mostly videos and comic book conventions. I don't wear costumes just randomly. I'm not like that. I'm not that weird. But I don't really want to wear any of them for Halloween, so I'm thinking of something new. I bought some stuff for like sketches that are kind of just like regular bodysuits. I have a regular black bodysuit and a regular white bodysuit, like a morph suit. What I was actually thinking of doing was trying to make a costume out of those. Like maybe I could like combine them somehow. So I was thinking about ways I could utilize it, and I thought of a character, a Marvel comic book character from the X-Force. His name is Phantom X, and his costume is basically, if you guys can search it if you want. It's a black and white, so it's like it looks kind of like a jumpsuit with like almost like a lab coat over it, and there's like black stripes all up and down. He's got like the X-Men belt, and he's got like pouches all over him and whatever. But what I'd have to do to the morph suit to do that is I'd have to cut out like an eyepiece like this to go around. So there's a bit of craft involved, but it would be the least amount of money because really all I have to do is buy that white lab coat, because I was Deadpool before for Halloween a long time ago, a few years ago, and I actually have the X-Men belt with the X in the center, so it's actually exactly the belt the Phantom X uses. So I can use that. I also have all the pouches and stuff Deadpool would have. I can use that for Phantom X, same thing. And there you go, pretty cheap costume. All I really need to do is get that lab coat, and if I can find a lab coat for pretty cheap, hopefully if I can find one used at like a Value Village or something, I can be spending less than like $10. And that's pretty much, I just have to get some sort of like paint or black electrical tape to kind of do all the little designs that Phantom X has. But either way, I think it's a pretty cheap costume. So that's what I'm aiming for right now. I wanted to see what everyone else wants is going to be for Halloween, and if you're gonna wear a costume, what is it, and how much are you spending, and do you usually spend a lot of money on costumes? Like, what do you do? Yo, what's up, Aaron? We eat turkeys. Yeah, believe it or not, we eat turkeys here. Yeah, the Phantom X costume, right? Looks pretty sweet, and it's pretty affordable too. So I'm pretty stoked about that costume idea. I have like 2 get-together parties that I have to attend, and yeah, pretty stoked. What are you guys being for Halloween this year? Are you guys dressing up this year? Are you guys too old for that? You guys are too broke for that? Or you guys just or don't like Halloween in general? You're just sick of the holiday? Just not really a holiday guy? Not really holiday guys, huh? A little quiet. We don't do Halloween. You don't Halloween in Australia? Really? I find that hard to believe. A Western country that doesn't do capitalist traditions? What? Get out of here. Come on. You guys must do Halloween. Or is every day Halloween there in Australia? Really? I find that hard to believe that you honestly you guys don't do Halloween there. Come on. That's bullshit. So I'm just organizing some shit here. Some people knock on doors for candy, but definitely no costumes or parties. Yeah. Halloween is a weird day. It's the only day that kids do what Jehovah's Witnesses do when they knock on doors. Except they don't give people things, they take things. I would go trick-or-treating if it wasn't so dangerous for everyone. Cyanide in the pixie sticks and razor blades in the chocolate bars. Sick mofos out there. What? Cyanide in the pixie sticks? You seem like a concerned Bible church lady from the 70s trying to scare people into celebrating Halloween. I remember those old stories about the candy apples or chocolate bars that had razor blades in them when I was a kid, and like it just would get all the moms terrified to send their kids out for Halloween. It's pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous that someone would actually want to go through that effort to like hurt a kid. Like it's kind of doesn't make any sense. A lot of it's kind of bullshit, to be honest. I don't think any of that stuff actually happened. I think it's kind of like urban myths, urban legends, if you will. All right. Well, we only got 3. I guess it is a holiday. Yeah. So I guess Halloween or not Halloween. Fuck. Now you got me thinking about Halloween. It's Thanksgiving now. Yeah. I guess it is Thanksgiving, so it's gonna be a little quiet on this live stream today. Hopefully, we get a few more viewers in here because I do have a few hours to spare. I pretty much am forced to do live streams now because the view counts that I get on YouTube pretty much just go away completely. After 2 days. So a lot of my videos don't really get any views at all unless I'm uploading a video. So, and I can't upload a video every day. So I have to do live streams at least once a week, try to keep the view count up, even though it's pretty much, this channel's pretty dead, and I don't think there's any real way to do it, but I'm doing it anyways because fuck it. You never know. There is hope out there. We recently had a few sewing needles nationwide in strawberries and apples. Really? Sewing needles in strawberries and apples? How the fuck do you? Well, I guess you could if it's a big strawberry, because it's like sewing needles are like this big. That's gotta be a pretty thick strawberry to fit a sewing needle in there. Jesus Christ. Huge amount of strawberries tossed, the rest scanned with metal detectors. Wow, all that. So it's pretty much more safe. So just don't have anything homemade or like natural. Just it has to be in a wrapper that is completely sealed, and you probably have a higher chance of not running in an incident like that. Yes, I heard of that. Someone was arrested recently at our local store for spraying the vegetables with strong weed killer to poison shoppers. What? God damn. That is insane. He got away with it for 2 months. Luckily, nobody got sick. Well, that is very disturbing. I don't think I've ever heard anything happening in Canada recently, or maybe I don't pay attention to that type of news because the only news we seem to care about is the Kavanaugh trials. That seems to be the thing that took over Facebook for about a few weeks straight. Wow, that is insane. It is a Sunday, but you know what? Tomorrow is a holiday, so this kind of feels almost like a Saturday. But I don't really have anything to do, so it's like a Saturday without anything to do. So a little bit depressing there. None of our fruit or vegetables ever sealed in packaging. That would be super weird. Yeah, and that's pretty much like an Asian grocery store, right? They always have their things like super sealed up, their vegetables and stuff in containers. I don't know. It makes you kind of not really want to eat the food. If I see it like fresh produce that is like completely sealed up, it kind of doesn't make it seem very fresh, if you know what I mean. But maybe no. Maybe I'm just being a little paranoid here. That last live stream I did where I had the Discord on, I don't understand. Like, it was weird. I mean, I guess there wasn't much people watching, but I got less views on that live stream. Time watched on that live stream than any other live stream I've ever had, even though it was on for almost 2 hours. So that was weird. That was a bit daunting. It's kind of not making me very hopeful about this live stream right now. Have you heard of Spridge? Spridge. Never heard of that. I have to. Oh, God damn, you're gonna miss it. Something weird. What I eat in a day? Oh, raw meat. Oh, come on. Tell me this guy dies. This is fucking gross. I mean, I'm all about. I don't think that the eating meat, the only eating meat diet is that bad necessarily. But I mean, eating raw meat, I feel like that's bad. That's kind of gross. I'm watching it as a. Okay. Wow. They're eating raw veal testicles. These guys look like they would be eating raw testicles. One of the guys, for some reason, just got like long hair and a slick back, even though his like hairline is like up to here. Like literally, like it's probably like 2 inches deeper than my hairline. Why do you have long hair if you're basically going bald? If I had a hairline like that, I would just shave my head. I just don't understand when people do that. If you guys ever watched, there's one YouTube channel called Simon and Martina, and for the longest time, the guy was trying to do this ponytail man bun thing, but his hairline kept receding like every couple of months. You could see it like gradually receding. And then eventually, finally, he shaved his head like a few months ago. And it was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Finally, you're not as delusional as you were before. I also pretend to scream. Yeah, you and the screams, huh? Would you ever rock a mustache? I used to. But I'm waiting for November to do that, right? It's not the whole time to do it, November. No, he eats raw meat and raw ground beef to troll vegan rallies. Kind of funny, but the guy is clearly insane. Yeah, no, he's definitely insane. I mean, human beings used to have, I think, they were better at digesting raw meat back in the day. People had to, but not. It's kind of gross. Cry, dude. I cry every day. Why? I don't have to do a live stream, do I? What's up, Matt? Hey, Josh, I'll cry if you become a patron. What up, Liquid? Okay, I'm gonna go. You know what? Because it's basically a holiday tomorrow, which means this is a Saturday. So I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'm gonna drink with you guys. So why don't you guys grab a beer if you're at home? Grab a beer and have a drink with me because I'm gonna get one right now and let's kick it. All right. Fuck. Hell yeah. Also, wear a flasher jacket for Halloween. Well, hey, I was talking about wearing a lab coat earlier because I was thinking about being Phantom X because I can actually utilize some of my old little props for videos. So I have a white, like a white morph suit and a black morph suit. I was going to combine them, do little arts and crafts with it, get a white lab coat. I already have some accessories for my Deadpool costume. Drop that belt in there. Have a couple accessories around my legs, pouches, and stuff, and there you go, Phantom X. Boom. Pretty cheap, easy costume. You guys can look them up. Phantom X, Uncanny. No, not Uncanny. It was X Force. Uncanny X Force. Pretty cool looking costume. And I think I can actually do it pretty well if I. Yeah, and it's cheap, and this is why I made the stream too. So if you guys have any ideas of what I could do with these two morph suits that I have, or if you guys have any ideas or what are you guys being for Halloween, drop those comments in there. What you guys are gonna be for Halloween, or what you think is the best cheap costume one can do, being a poor YouTuber who makes his living on Patreon. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish watching this eating raw veal testicles video here. Fridge, Savage, I think it's supposed to be. I don't know. If you guys want to bring this video up too, you can watch it with me. Eating raw testicles with Elaine. Okay, so here we go. Here, let's watch this.
And it's organic, so.
Oh, organic testicles. That's nice. Well, I mean, why? I mean, what wouldn't be like? What would can be considered not organic testicles? Like testicles made in a lab? Oh my god! Oh my god! Those testicles are like the size of like 4 human testicles, all combined. He's gonna eat. Oh, he's just biting right into the center. No, he's going for the top. Oh my god! Oh man! Oh my god!
This is looking different than you mean lamb testicles?
Oh my god! That skin looks so hard to bite into. It's like rubber. It's like biting meat that's inside a condom. It's like a balloon. Oh my god, that membrane is disgustingly thick. Just bite into it. They literally haven't even broken the seal yet on those testicles.
It's interesting that testicles are so well protected in nature. You're really not supposed to get to them easily.
Oh my god! They just put the balls in their mouth so many times before they can even break it. You're breaking my balls! That's disgusting. Now they have to literally, they can't even break it with their teeth. Now they have to cut. They have to make it a little incision with their pocket knife into the sack. God damn. Oh man, this is disgusting. Well, at least all the blood is, well, most of the blood. Now I see his hands. There's a little bit of blood on his palm, but most of the blood's gone. Maybe it's not gonna be as disgusting.
It's really good.
It's really good.
A little bit like the fineness, not really. I guess that's because it's from wheel. Oh, my fucking shorts. Oh, okay. Gotta clean those. What do you think? It's pretty good. It's weird shit, but
It's weird shit, but
I expected it to be good. I'm not disappointed.
this guy loves it.
Mental idea that you're eating
I like how the guy's wearing a shirt that just says flat earth on it. These guys are either the ultimate trolls or the ultimate dumbasses.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god. I won't lie. If this wasn't beer and I was eating something, I don't know if I could hold it down.
Oh, the taste is
Kind of what? Kind of like balls? I'm surprised none of them have gagged yet. How have none of them gagged? Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can watch any more of this. Yeah, I'm gonna pause that. Get back to the stream. That was disgusting. It's gay to drink almond milk because it's nut milk. So this is top gay. Okay. Not really following that, but hey, what up, Matt? How's your mental health? Not good, Delio. Not good at all. Hanging on by a thread, buddy. Hanging on by a thread. Look at Viper says, and he sun gazes. Like, what the fuck? He sun gazes, this guy. That's what he does too. That's really weird. These guys eat raw ground beef. If they didn't gag, that they won't. If they didn't gag from that, then they won't with anything. Raw ground beef does sound disgusting, but I mean, you guys ever eaten some burgers that basically the center of the burger is like super pink, and beef, that's ground beef, right? So that center is essentially like raw ground beef almost. I mean, it's a little bit warmer, but I've kind of eaten raw beef in a way if you think about it. That's disgusting. It is disgusting though, very disgusting. Oh man, that is brutal. Well, thanks for showing me that channel, guys. That was fucking disgusting. Oh boy. Yeah, and they just eat raw meat. That's their whole channel. It's like them eating raw meat. Raw milk run with Brian. How to make kefir. Wow. My girlfriend was mugged. Really need your support? What the fuck?
Hi everyone. I'll get right to the point.
She's punched in the face?
Was mugged yesterday in this fucking shit city. I wouldn't even make a video about it, but her teeth are all chipped in at the top and the bottom.
This is Sweden?
We tried all kinds of raw food for healing, even raw eggs. They're pretty much liquid, but you can't eat them because it hurts so fucking much. So now we gotta get a fucking straw and somehow try to feed her some nutrition so she heals in some way. It's just all fucked up. Everything here is swollen. The nose is swollen. She already had problems with the nose. She had surgeries. So we don't know what's gonna happen.
Is this a cry for money? I can't tell. I mean, she looks like she's hurt, but she doesn't look like as hurt as he's basically explaining.
Because you could die. And you couldn't even remember your phone number.
Where's this guy from? The shit city. He kind of sounds like Slovakian. He looks Slovakian too, actually. I wonder where he's from. Does he say in any video titles say where he's from? Oh, he's in Netherlands. I think that's where he is. One of the titles said Netherlands. Anyways, very interesting. Really fucked up. Thanks for letting me know about the channel. I've seen a guy eat like 100-year-old beef. This is easy. Now, 100-year-old beef, that is fucking disgusting. I mean, there's old, like you can have like steak that's really old, right? If you dry age it a bit, but that's really gross. Apparently, like old beef, like old steak tastes almost like cheese, from what I've been told. There was a guy on YouTube a while back who blended white mice and drank it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking. You're talking about Louis, right? Now he has a channel name called Fun for Louis. He used to have a channel called Food for Louis, which is amazing. And then like PETA got it like taken down because of that, even though they're dead mice. And he would eat like live tarantulas and stuff. Like I used to love that channel. He only had like 20 videos on that channel, but he ate like a live lizard one time, and PETA lost their minds because the lizard was terrified when he was eating it, and like the lizard was actually shitting as he was eating it because like, the lizard was so terrified. He's like biting the lizard's head off and everything. It was like this little fucking gecko or something. Absolutely disgusting. He's a madman. And now he's got a channel. There's like a regular vlog, and like it's like super fun, and like he's just like a regular guy, but then like everyone knows that side of him. People who've been supporting him for a while, they know exactly where they've seen him from. And it's kind of funny because I'm assuming at least half his subscribers have no idea about those videos. Yeah, Food for Lou. Yeah, he also ate raw deer penis and live goldfish. Yeah, now he has 1 million. This is the thing. And this channel had like 50,000 subscribers, this guy before. But now this guy's got a channel that's just like a regular lifestyle vlog. He's got like 1 million subs. And like, but back in the day, man, this guy's channel was legit. Guy would eat disgusting stuff. Matt, which Savage? I'm just gonna call him Savage. Sfridge versus Vegan Games for some funny shit. I'll link it to you if you're interested. Yeah, Vegan Games. Tom met Vegan Games at a vegan festival recently. You can actually, if anyone has Tom on Facebook, or you probably don't, but he met Vegan Games on Facebook, and someone disliked my video. What the fuck, bro? You son of a bitch. That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, so he met Vegan Games at a festival. He said Vegan Games is like really weird. Like he would just kind of have one word responses and stuff to everything and be like, yeah, yeah. And he would like kind of just fake laugh. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like an autistic vegan. He's Swedish. And yeah, Netherlands. Yeah. He had a Swedish sounding voice. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch this video that Liquid Viper just told me to watch. Him versus Vegan Games. Okay. Versus Vegan Gains. Okay. Wait, is it the video that Vegan Gains did a year ago? It's 34 minutes long, or is there another one? Can you guys specifically say what it is? Guy, tell me exactly the name of the video that I'm supposed to be looking at. Because there is quite a few. I'm assuming they're the exact. Well, I mean, they are the exact opposite of each other, so everyone's gonna miss about it. I should make a video: Vegan Gains versus Fridge. Who's more gay? Who's more obsessed with their ideologies? Is it the video by Vegan Games a year ago? Oh, the Vegan Gains video. Okay. Are any of you guys vegan here? I don't care if you guys are vegan or if you guys don't eat meat. Just want to know. This guy just looks fucking weird. Vegan Gains literally looks like a thumb. He looks like with teeth and eyes. You know those old little characters people would do with the eyes and the talking on their thumb? He literally looks like that. Like he looks like if I was like, okay, it's like he looks like someone that white people would hate and black people would hate. He just looks like this weird fucking universal world baby. He's a fucking weird looking dude. Sorry, I'm just gonna get back to the video. For those of you who don't know, that's how you pronounce it. Only does he believe the earth is flat, but he also eats. So he does believe the earth is flat. Get these stupid ideas?
maybe from sun gazing, but you have to be pretty stupid to begin with to think that staring directly at the sun is a good idea. Don't you be looking directly at the sun, boy. It's bad for your eyes.
Was that his attempt at an Australian accent? Jesus Christ.
So let's get this flat Earth thing out of the way first. You can find plenty of footage of Earth from space. Just go on YouTube.
I met Furious Pete, by the way. I bought him a shot at a bar. He had some meetup, like this is years ago.
Computer screen, all he sees is this.
Even like you like vegan games now?
This is boring. And then the typical flat Earth response is NASA's bullshit. They hire special effects teams to fake that footage, and there's this worldwide conspiracy headed by the most
Man, I really hope that this guy really isn't that dumb. This is why our country's going to shit, man.
That flies over the heads of the most brilliant minds in science. Sparridge is also one of the dumber flat earthers I've come across. He literally does not even understand the concept of gravity.
The blue circle is the Earth.
The blue circle?
Water and everything goes along with the belief.
I almost want to make a video on this guy now.
Sideways, going upside down, and every other way. Yet no human inside notices anything. That's pretty cool.
Like I made it lip smacking after. That's pretty cool.
We like to ridicule a lot of things, but when it comes to gravity, something that's been never proven in any way whatsoever. No.
Why does he make that fucking lip smacking thing? God damn, it's annoying.
We don't notice it. There is no upside down because we are being pulled to the middle by magic. We are
By magic. So he doesn't know. He doesn't understand magnetism.
Gravity has never been proven in any way. Well, we're still waiting for your Nobel Prize-winning paper disproving Einstein's theory of relativity. While you're at it, why don't you explain to us how black holes really work? I'm sure Stephen Hawking would love to hear that one. So, aren't we lucky? We're one of the first few thousand people to get to see proof that gravity doesn't exist.
thankfully we have super with us today. And I'm pretty sure
Jesus Christ. There's a lot of cringe going on in this video.
the mystery is about to be solved. And that is
I will try to make a video. The problem is if I watch more of this vegan gains video, taking him down, but if I feel like I can't make a video better than vegan gains does, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if I want YouTube drama. Like if I make it, even if it's like remotely good, I don't really want this guy going after me. My channel's tiny compared to his.
so you can see all the lanes and you can travel through them very quickly within a second. So Super Sheep would now curiously see that these planes are going normally, but then they turn and go upside down. What's going on here?
If I did do a video on this, I'd have to eat raw meat as a joke.
My theories on black holes as gravity does not exist. This is an amazing scientific discovery worthy of the Nobel Prize. With the use of Super Sheep, Sparridge was able to completely change the scientific landscape and awaken mankind to the realization that we are living on a flat Earth despite the fact that every other planet in the universe is spherical. Because of Sparridge and his Super Sheep, we are now closer than ever to unlocking the secrets of the universe.
So none of these people really think we should know the truth. I think this flat Earth theory just gives them a sense of importance that we're one of the few people on Earth smart enough to uncover this huge conspiracy and makes their lives seem more interesting. Seriously, Sparridge stares at the sun. Clearly, he's desperate for stimulation. Mama, can I get an Xbox? No, of course not. Video games will rot your brain. Okay. So aside from the stupid flat Earth bullshit, of course he thinks eating raw meat is a good idea, and his reasoning for this is cooking destroys the nutritional content of foods, and he just thinks it's not natural to cook food as another animal does this. As far as I know, another animal stares directly into the sun.
As far as I know, no other animal stares directly into the sun. That's a good. Actually, that's pretty good.
So what I want to talk about now, because people put their food.
Yeah, people evolved to eat meat, not raw anymore. You know that, right? Fire is an old invention. It's pretty much as old as the Earth itself. This is not an invention. It's actually an element. You fucking dipshit.
Usually not beneficial to us, especially when it comes to food. And meat also is very sensitive. So when it turns brown, gray, and loses its color, that's not the sign that you're a good cook something, because we get this idea from cook shows.
He actually looks like a retard and sounds like a retard. It's very rare that someone will look like a retard and sound like a retard, but he actually does both. And he actually does have this weird like glaze in his eyes, like this like you know who he is? He's the Aryan Tommy Wiseau.
Well, cooking food actually improves nutrient bioavailability, and you can even extract more calories from cooked food. Professor Richard Wrangham, who's a primatologist and biological anthropologist, even argues that cooking is what made us human. Without the use of fire, we would not have been able to get the nutrition necessary to fuel a much more developed brain, and humans have even made evolutionary adaptations for consuming cooked food.
Jeez.
My name is Richard Wrangham. I'm a professor of biological anthropology in the Department of Human Evolutionary Biology at Harvard University. And for the last 15 years, I have just been totally fascinated by this question. What has been the role of cooking in human evolution? I discovered that very little is known about the impact of cooking, and yet every culture in the world cooks its food. And culture is in many ways the signature feature of the human diet, and yet we have not known in a systematic way what cooking does to our food. And what we found out in the last 15 years is that cooking has a number of important effects, but more important than any in our view is the fact that it systematically raises the net energy gain that you get from eating your food.
Yeah, you probably did get raw parasites from raw food. All right, I'm gonna cut that video off now, but yeah, that's actually a pretty good video. Surprise! I'm not really a huge Vegan Gains fan. I mean, well, actually, I'm not a Vegan Gains fan whatsoever, but that was quite good. I'll give him that. I couldn't have said it better myself. Aryan Tommy Wiseau. Literally, that's what he is. He's the Aryan Tommy Wiseau. Oh, hi, vegan. It's kind of sad because the funny thing is I want to be on his side, not about the flat earth thing, but I want to be on his side about the eating raw meat because it's such a crazy idea that I almost wish it was real because it would like make people so pussified. They'll be like, so that is better for you? Okay, I'll stick to the way we're doing it anyways. That is so weird. The thing is, Japanese people eat raw fish a lot. I mean, sushi is a pretty big cuisine all around the world. But I feel like if people only ate sushi and raw fish and sashimi, that would probably not be good for them. They'd probably get parasites. They'd probably be loaded with parasites if that's what they ate all the time. But hey, man, you know, we can't all be that stupid. That's crazy. I was actually seriously considering going on. I was seriously considering going on the keto diet or whatever, keto diet. The reason why is because, I work in an office right now, and I don't get to exercise a lot. I don't have a gym membership, so I want to find ways that I can, maintain a good, healthy weight, but also be in shape and healthy. And I was thinking of just like trying out weird diets. Like I've tried every little odd weird diet you can think of, even veganism for a bit, but I've never tried the keto diet. I kind of want to try it for at least a few weeks to see how I feel. I know people say you have to be on it for longer than 2 weeks to actually get some effects out of it, a lot of effects, but The reason why is because protein takes longer to actually digest in your body. So you actually aren't as hungry as often. So if you're eating just like meat all the time, you don't actually have that desire to keep consuming food. Like carbs actually makes you more hungry. The more carbs you eat, the more hungry you get. All right. Same as like that's what sugar does to you. Sugar makes you want to like keep eating. Same as salt and stuff. So I was thinking about like eating just meat, obviously cooked meat, not raw meat, but just meat for 2 weeks and see how I feel. The issue with that is I would have to have a lot of prepared meals, and I wouldn't be able to eat out like almost at all ever, unless it's like a steakhouse or something, or it's like sushi at a just sashimi at like a sushi restaurant, because meat is hard to find. Like if you're eating out anywhere, especially if you're at an office and you're eating raw, like you're like on your lunch break, where the fuck are you gonna go to eat just meat? Like which store do you know? Like no, seriously, think about this. Like which store do you know that's either fast food joint or just restaurants in general, like that aren't like sit-down restaurants where you spend a lot of money, you have to tip a waitress or a server or whatever. Do you really know any? Do you really know any that serve just meat? Like you just have meat? I don't know any. That's why I think it's a very tough diet to like. It's a harder diet to have than veganism, just meat diet. It's one of the diets actually of occasions that you can find just meat. So I'm gonna have to prepare a lot of meals at home before I go to work, and make a lot of dinners myself, not eat out like at all. Like if ever, to be honest, because it's very, very hard to eat out when you're trying to only eat meat. That's like it just sounds disgusting even thinking about it. Like I wouldn't want to go to McDonald's and ask them there, hey, can I have a burger with just a patty, just your disgusting, gross patty with cardboard in it. It's gross. Like there's not a lot of places that I can think of right now that would give me just meat, and it's a hard diet to stick to because I think humans have been conditioned over a long time to want to consume carbs, right? Carbs are probably the food that has been pushed on humans the most, since like the 50s and 60s, like breads, potatoes, rice, starches and stuff, sugars. Those are the food group that has been like pushed on humans the most. So it's gonna be hard, man, to try to cut that out, and vegetables for 2 weeks. But I really want to try it out to see what it does to me. Maybe I'll make a little video series, a little vlog about every day, a few minutes talking about what it's like and how I feel and all the pressures of not eating. But let's see. I dress up as him for Halloween. I'd have to. I mean, I'm not like going bald, but like I noticed in the last 2 or 3 years, my hairline has receded a little bit, but it's not as bad as that guy's. Holy shit. Okinawa has a lot of centurions, people aged 100 plus. They eat a balanced diet of meat and vegetables. Yeah, no, for sure. And the carbs that they have is mostly rice, which is actually not as harsh on your stomach as bread. Yeah, that's true. It could just be genetics, though, man. Like Japanese people are completely different people, right, to the whites and blacks, right? So maybe that's just genetically they're more inclined to. And if you've been eating a certain type of food for years and years, generations, I'm pretty sure you kind of get accustomed to it, right? Yeah, the pollutants, mercury and cholesterol. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of mercury in fish, especially. Not that cholesterol is pollutant, but but it's just bad for you in general. You'd have to prepare your own meals, like prepare chicken or something ahead of time and eat at your desk. Oh yeah. Well, you want to avoid, almost like avoiding temptation in a way, because like you'd have to eat at your desk, because once you're on your lunch break and you go out and there's just so much things to eat, so much options, a lot of carb loaded foods and like sugary fatty foods and saturated fats, and you're trying to like do like just a meat diet. It's easy to fall back on it. The problem is doing that diet. I'm trying to think of the actual liquids that I would have to have. I don't think I would be able to have, well, I don't really drink pop in general, but I wouldn't really be able to drink, I don't know if I'd be able to drink juice because there's a lot of high sugars, high concentration of sugars and glucose and a lot of juice. I pretty much have to limit myself to black coffee because I don't want that cream and sugar. So it'd be black coffee, water, sparkling water or just regular water, and meat, right? That's kind of like the Jordan Peterson diet right now. That's what that's what he's all about. Elderly in Japan are also encouraged to exercise and such too. Jesus Christ. Just imagine like being like 85 years old and like exercising. I would just be sitting on a chair all day, being grumpy as fuck. You need vitamin C though, Matt. So strictly meat, you will get scurvy, I believe. Yeah. Well, I don't know if are you sure? I don't know about that. I feel like some meats, you could get some vitamin C from some meats. N-word. Yep, that's a good point. N-word. That is a good point too. Well, I could just take vitamin C, right? I mean, you could always just supplement the pills, right? What you can't get in meat, you can just, have vitamin D pills and vitamin C pills, multivitamins, and that should be able to give you at least a bit of the vitamins and nutrition you're missing if you were just to eat meat, which is what the diet is. Yeah, that was interesting channel though. I like that. That video is good. Yeah, if you guys have any other videos that you want to share, I would be delighted to look through it and let you know what I think. Yeah, the supplements. Sorry, I just gotta reply to a text. Someone wants me to film a show, a band play. So I'm just gonna reply to this quickly. All right, cool. The best diet is to get a tapeworm. Well, I mean, if your diet is only strictly just about losing weight, mine's not necessarily about losing weight. I mean, I don't really have much weight to lose, but it's about like what's the healthiest for me. I'm doing this is all experimental. I don't have the money to fucking pay a dietitian. That shit's expensive. I can't afford that shit. Anyways, what do you guys be for Halloween? Let's get back to the original subject here. You guys have any interesting costumes that you're putting together? And if so, how much are you spending on these costumes? Oh yeah, meth is a great way of losing weight. It's good. It's a very good way. Speed too. Speed and cocaine. Because the thing about cocaine is, why would you eat food with that nasal drip going in there? All the food will taste the same. Next week, guys, I will be going to London. Yeah, London, Ontario, to visit Tom. So I just doxed them, didn't I? Shit. Okay, anyways, I'll be going there. So the next Sunday live stream, you see, Tom may be involved because for me to film live when I get back from Toronto. So I'm going to have to do my live stream, my Sunday Fun Day one in London. Maybe I'll have a video up before then. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? I don't want to have any guarantees, but I do have at least 2 videos planned by the end of the month. Hopefully I get those done because I'm also trying to work hard on my Toronto Eats videos, which are coming along. The last video did okay. I was hoping to do a little better considering the one before that kind of blew up a bit, but then it really slowed down. Once it hit about 25,000 views, it just like really slowed down to like 50 views a day, which is still good. 50 views a day is still, it's still great, but hoping for more because I'm still a ways away from being actually monetized on my channel. I still only have 1,000 subs on my channel. I still need around 45 or so. Yeah, all the brain cells, they die from meth. Use our numbers off the scale. Oh yeah, brain cells will die. So many tissue dies when you're meth head too, man. You get those weird scabs that grow all over your skin and stuff too, because the drugs like bleed through your skin, right? So your skin is really rough and ugh, it's a terrible drug to have. You sweat the drug out. Yeah, so that place, yeah, Gale Snack Bar in that video. So I don't really even understand how they can afford to price these things that cheap, but it's been like that for years. Apparently since the 80s. The place opened, I think, in the 70s or so. But the prices have barely changed since then. I mean, they've changed a bit, obviously. But I just can't even. 60 cents for a coffee is like now in Toronto, like even for a small coffee at like McDonald's or it's like 160, right? Same as like Tim Hortons. So it's more than half the price deducted. And then also, just like fish and chips. That's the one that I can't like. I almost had trouble believing. It wasn't the greatest fish and chips, obviously, of course not, and it wasn't as big as you'd get, normal like fish and chips at any other like restaurant. But $3.20 for that. The cheapest fish and chips that I've ever seen at like a bar or any other diner or cafe, I think in Toronto was about $10.99, like this year. So that's way more than half. That's like 70% of the price of the cheapest other fish and chips that I've ever seen. Again, like atmosphere wise, it's kind of cool, but I mean, it's not like if you took a girl there, like say if you're on a date or something and you took a girl there, they would look at you like you're the cheapest motherfucker in the world. Like you look like trash to them, which you probably are if you're going to Gill Snack Bar, to be honest. But it's still either way. I think it's just fine. If like you're just going with your buddy or your friend and you don't really care if you look cheap or whatever, like it's fine. Like embrace it, right? You might as well. What'd you say? Oh yeah, scans usually come up from hallucinations where you feel something crawling under your skin. The scabs. Ooh, that's fucking creepy. Yeah, that's it's a weird feeling to have, thinking that something's like crawling underneath your skin. So you probably like scratch it yourself to create the scab. And then they're like, "Hey, look, see, I told you something was trying to break through my skin." Yeah, it's really fucked up. Speaking of looking cheap, a cardboard box robot or knight or something would be good. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely fix something out of cardboard. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, actually. A cardboard box cutout. Yeah, that'd be pretty brutal. Yeah, I don't know. I still think what I have going on with the Phantom X costume is probably the better way to go. It's probably the way I'm going to go. It's not going to look that great because like I'm not really good at that like craft stuff. I can draw decently, but I'm not really good at cutting things out with the scissors and shit. Make it from McDonald's patties. geez, just imagine that whole costume made out of just McDonald's patties. I mean, that you'd stink so fucking bad wearing that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my second Bruja, and hey, if you guys are having a beer, crack it open. And we'll have a beer with me, and we'll get in some weird conversations here. Cause I like chatting to you guys. You guys really make life worth living. Ooh, hard to say that. If you really want to look at the look like a hot shot, you need to take your date to an organic vegan restaurant. $100 for 2 plates of kale. That would be disgusting. I'd rather just take them to a nice steakhouse if I was going to spend that much money on something. Ooh, I just dropped 3 viewers. Nice. I'm going to grab a beer. All right, shit. How many viewers did I lose? 5? I actually gained one since I left. Imagine grass would be a lot more tasty, a lot lower. Oh, more. If you correct yourself. I don't know, man. I think steak is a little more tasty than kale. But who knows? Maybe I'm just human. Hey, Daniel Vids, how's it going, man? Long time no speak. It's been like, what, a week? Long time no speak. It's been about a week. He heard the ringing of an ice cream van and ran out. Probably back soon. Nice. Yeah. No, I don't. I try to stay away from dairy. Gives me the shits. Yeah, I'm not really a big dairy fan. I used to drink milk out of the carton when I was a kid. Like I'd open the fridge and just drink the milk out of the carton. Like my mom would get so pissed off. She's like, "What are you doing with your lips? You got a cold sore. Why are you drinking out of there?" I don't know why she sounded like an old man from New York from the 50s. All right, well, I am back, guys. So if you guys have any other like weird videos you want to show me of weird YouTube channels I've never heard of before, oh, well, there you go. I was just randomly just typed in Toronto Maple Leafs, and Toronto Maple Leafs are actually playing right now. I do watch hockey occasionally. The Leafs right now are 1-1. If you guys watch hockey, we do have Austin Matthews, which is pretty cool. Do we link them? If you haven't, no, just well, don't like link them. Just kind of type the name, the title of the channel or the title of the video, and I'll watch it and I'll let you know what I think of them. Because I don't think you can. I don't think you can put links in the actual description there in the chat box. It'll immediately flag them, delete them immediately, remove them. God, you gotta love Sunday fun days, huh? 3 watchers now. Wow. This is the least amount of watchers I think I've ever had in a while. Of course, who the fuck called me? 899-5973. I don't know that number. So I'm gonna return this call. The fuck just happened? Hold on, I think it might be the person who wants me to film their show. Yeah, it was him. Yeah, he just pocket dialed me. And he got sketched out when I asked him how much he's expecting to pay. Like what he's thinking money-wise. Yeah, because the last time he's a friend of my sister's, and so I gave him a pretty good discount on filming a show last time, and he's a guitarist. But like I'm not doing it for that cheap again. Like that was a fucking lot of work. Like a lot of work. So kind of asking him what he's thinking about paying money-wise, and I'm gonna work around it. Like I'm not gonna like fucking rip the guy off or anything. But if he wants, if he wants me to film the show, in 4K, and edit it and whatever, make sure the audio is good, then you're gonna have to pay a decent amount. Like it's not just like the editing or just all that. It's not gonna be much editing, but it's gonna be uploading the video, the day's work of actually filming it. That's the hardest part, to be honest, is like when it comes to something like that, is like filming it the day of. That's a lot of work. Like you're spending a lot of time doing it. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. So hopefully he's okay with spending at least a few $100, like at minimum a few hundred. Did you watch the Conor Khabib UFC 222? Yes, I did. I watched it last night. It was on. It got on pretty late. It was like midnight when it came on. Yeah, that whole thing was insane. But at the same time, like, funny thing is, Conor probably thinks it's all part of the fun. It's like the showmanship. You trash talk and whatever, and then it makes the money. Like, people want to watch it more. Like, it gives you more money. Like, it's all about the money, right? Trash talking about the money. The problem is, Russian Muslims don't really understand capitalism, so they got really pissed off, took it really seriously. And after he won, like, he didn't win like a humble person. It's just to win, like, especially when it comes to fighting, like sports, boxing, UFC, kickboxing, whatever. You're supposed to be humble about the way you win, right? Not only does it make you more likable as a person, it shows that you're not a piece of shit. Like, or at least not a total piece of shit, because I'm sure a lot of people still are. But you're supposed to be humble about the win. He was like the exact opposite of that. He was aggressive after, like, he was still angry. Like, it was really rough, man. It was pretty rough. Yeah, no, it was pretty insane though. They think it's gonna kill the sport, but I think that's actually gonna, like, it's gonna make it more intense. I think people are gonna watch it more now. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if, like, I think it was Dana White, but he was talking about how there's gonna be more fights breaking out later that night, but I don't know if there was any. Like, I'm just gonna put in Irish versus Muslim versus Russians. Russians fight after UFC. Let's see if there was. It was. I'm gonna watch this now. What the fuck is this shit? Jesus Christ. It's pretty crazy. His pride is going to cost him, most likely, his title and 75% of his prize purse, plus lawsuits and crowd members. The governor of Nevada ran out in fear, and he oversees the Nevada sports. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, the fact that he ran out scared, he thinking a fight was everywhere was going to start happening. Khabib picked the wrong time to blow his cool. Dude, the funny thing is, he could have literally done that after, like, the fight. He could have found a time to do that. It's like, it was almost like he was like, "Oh, the world's watching. I want to show him that I'm not a bitch." It's just a stupid mentality, you know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, that's what I'm saying. They don't care about money. Money doesn't even mean anything to him. Like, right? Like, he's basically like a communist. Like, he didn't care about prosperity. He just like, you trash talk his family, you talk to, bad talks of religion, whatever, right? And like, he just, like, took it so seriously, and not thinking that it was just part of the banter to lead up to the fight. And because of that, that shit happens, right? So I don't know. It's pretty brutal though. It was a pretty rough fight. Did you guys watch my nice guy video? I did all that makeup for only 700 views. Around 800 or something. I'm just gonna call my buddy. He's gonna hang out tonight. I don't think I'm gonna be doing this live stream all night. Not with these amount of people watching, so I don't really. Yeah, not much, man. Yo, can you believe this? Can you believe this? Dude, I can't believe this. I don't even understand. Dude, I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. I just can't believe this. I don't know. I just can't believe this. What are you saying? Can you believe this? Me neither, man. That makes you and me, man. We both can't believe this. Yeah. No, I can believe this. No, I can believe this. Oh, you can believe this? Oh, fuck. Okay, well, we're on totally different pages then, because if you can believe this, then I can believe this. Not much, man. I don't know, man. What are you saying? I'm literally just doing a live stream right now. Oh, you're watching the Leafs game, so you can believe this. You fucking negriness. Did you finish jerking off? Nice. Nice. Still 0-0, huh? No, you can't finish, you bitch. Nope, never went as Joker, actually, believe it or not. Just for videos. I've only ever done that stuff for videos. Are you going out? You may. What do you mean may? You fucking believe this? You mean to only can believe this? You're a loser, bro. You're such a believus. All right, fine. All right, I'll see you there at like what time is it now? If you're gonna go, are you gonna go at 9? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. Well, I wanted to chill. I mean, if you don't want to chill, that's cool, bro. Jeez, fucking guy. 9:30. Okay, that works. Cool. All right, later, man. Toronto Maple losers. Get out of here, man. They got Austin Matthews. Dude, his last name is kind of like my first name. Fuck you. Oh, I just can't believe this. Oh, what a day, huh? Oh, man. I'm really not looking forward to the cold weather that's about to hit. I think starting next week, the weather is going to chill the fuck out. There will be no more glimpses of summer left in sight. So I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But I guess it was bound to happen at some point. I'm from Detroit and I'm a Wings fan. Can't help it. Hey, dude, to be honest, I don't really take like hockey rivalries very seriously. So I always like Detroit. I mean, their jerseys are cool. I like the color red. So and I like the Detroit style pizza. So you know, Detroit's awesome. I like Detroit. I have no problems with Detroit. I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan just because I grew up in Toronto and I've always had great pride in the Maple Leafs. More because I always saw Toronto as being like the Canadian team, even though like, you know, hockey is very loved in Canada. But I always felt like any person who liked any other team in Canada besides Toronto just was like missing the point. Because I was just, as a kid, I was just like, dude, Canada, Maple Leaf, on flag, Maple Leaf jersey, Canada, we're the Canadian team. And I still stick with that logic today because it just makes sense to me. You know, Maple Leafs, Canada, Maple Leaf, you know, this is Canada's team. Yeah, all the crime. I went to Detroit once, and I actually did. It's actually a nice city. Like I actually did like. It's an enjoyable looking city. I had fun when I was there, but yeah, you're right. There is like an edginess about it that like isn't like a cool edginess. There's like an edginess that's kind of like dark and scary. That you're always kind of looking over your shoulder when you're walking around the street, especially at night. Detroit is awesome except for all it's pretty crap. I don't know. Are you still living in? So you're from Detroit. Where do you live now, Future MD? Do you still live in Detroit, or did you move from Detroit? I think Detroit's bad, but it's not as bad as Chicago right now, if I'm not mistaken. Chicago's worse. What's that? Huh? It's actually pretty crap. You know what I'm actually going to invest in, because I do live streams once a week on Sundays. So I'm thinking about getting a better like a good webcam, like one that's at least twice the quality of this one, because this one's pretty fucking brutal. This is the one that came with the laptop. I always thought like eventually the webcams that would come with laptops get better and better and better, but the webcam for this seems to be exactly the same as the MacBook Pro webcam that I got in 2012, and this is like a pretty new laptop. This is like a 2016 model. What is this brand again? It's not Asus. Gamer Tech or some shit, whatever. Yeah, but it's a pretty good laptop. It's like a gaming laptop, but the fucking webcam's garbage. All right, Fomoran, what's your ideas? Let me know what your ideas on the costumes. I'm going to tell you what I'm basically thinking of doing. And maybe I'll change my mind if your ideas are pretty good. They're probably troll comments, but I'm willing to read and listen to see what you have. Yeah, if you guys have a beer, crack it open. Let's have fun. Let's talk. Eye patch, sword, chaps, and you would be showing off your pirate booty. Nice. Uber dude, how's it going? Yeah, so this is my idea, because I already had two morph suits, one a black one and a white one. What I was thinking of doing is wearing the black one, putting the white one over it, and then adjusting the eye pieces, like here, like 'cause there's no eyepiece. I'm gonna like kind of make it myself. Just cut out a nice piece around the eyes, and get some of my X-Men accessories that I already have for a Deadpool costume that I used. Get like a white lab coat, do some nice designs on it, and be Phantom X. So if you guys don't know who Phantom X is, or look up Phantom X on Google and see the images. That's the character I was thinking about being, was Phantom X. So check it out. I think it's a pretty good idea. Strip of party poppers on a strip of duct tape for an instant suicide vest. Well, there you go. It could be a suicide bomber. That'd be kind of funny. No one would want you to come into their bar if you look like a suicide bomber. No, please, no, we're full, please. Ignore my crap. Do yours. It sounds brilliant. Well, Phantom X, man. Thing is, I'm looking for cheap ideas because some Halloweens get carried away and I spend like over $100 on a costume. I'm never satisfied with the costume. And then like next year, I'm like, well, maybe I just didn't spend enough. Maybe if I spend like $300, I'd find something good. And it's like, dude, like the more like costumes are such throwaway items, unless you're like planning on making videos with these things a lot. it's like a one-time thing, or use maybe a few times, or like a one long weekend of Halloween festivities, right? Like my rationale was, well, I'm like 30 years old now. It's not like I'm going to grow any more than I am now. Like, your same height as you're always going to be. So I was like, well, if I invest in a really good Halloween costume, I want to wear it every year. Turns out not true, because every year you might think of another costume you might want to do. So you're never going to be satisfied with just having one good costume that you're going to wear every Halloween, right? Because you get bored of it. Like, you look back on your photos and stuff and be like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but like, I feel like I could do this costume better. I want to pull this one off, or I think this one's going to look cooler than this one. And you're not going to be satisfied with it. So that's the way it is. Happy sunglasses and a tie-dye. Hippie sunglasses and a tie-dye bandana. Super cheap. Yeah, it's true. That does sound pretty cheap, but pretty lame also. I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I'm going to stick with my idea for now. For now, I'm going to stick with my idea. I always hate those super crime adult costumes, like super sperm, giant sperm suit. Christ almighty. I guess you'd only be scaring lesbians. Actually, what you just said reminds me of the costume my brother had one year. He had a nurse's outfit on, but then he had like the white doctor's lab coat on, and he had oh god, what the fuck? How am I not knowing this name right now? Well, anyways, he had like the earplugs for the doctor on his like neck, but then he had a name tag on the side, and he had like blood kind of splattered a little bit all over his like lab coat, and it said like his name, and it said underneath it gynecologist. So I thought that was actually a pretty good idea for like a costume. Stethoscope, that's it. Stethoscope. Yeah. Jesus Christ. See, these things will escape me if I don't like actually. If I'm not in an environment where like I have to know that name, like I just don't retain that information. But I know it. This is a weird thing. I just have trouble getting it out. An old suit, an empty small bottle of cheap liquor, and a packet of dry soup mix. Add cold water to the soup. Pour it down one side of the suit. Your office drunk the day they got in fire. Jesus Christ. One of those shitty kid plastic tiger masks and a onesie for a cheap fursuit. Seeing that come out of the dark at me would make me shit myself. Yeah, it does look like something a robber would wear or something. It's kind of creepy. That is a good idea, though. That is a good idea. I'm going to go to the washroom right now because it turns out the beer is going right through me. So I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty then. Oh, no new comments. Jeez, guys make me sad. I'm all sad. Yeah. Oh, man. Do you guys think I should do more YouTube haikus? kind of like little poetry, 30-second or under videos. Because I have a few ideas for some, but I feel like if I'm trying to keep my view count up, so probably not the right type of videos to do right now, because I'm trying to get like the hours watched up. And even if a video does well, if it's under 30 seconds, it's got to do really well to keep up, right? It's got to be like at least 3,000 or 4,000 views to be considered a decent video. But I could do a video that's like 8 minutes long, and even if it only gets like 500 views, it's gonna do just as well as that, kind of YouTube haiku poetry video. So what do you guys think? Think it's worth it? Should I do it? Should I keep doing them? I've done a few of them so far, or should I just try to do regular, like my usual 2 or 3 minute sketch type of videos? Usually good for. Go, Tom. How's it going, buddy? Tom Ward. Go as Gene Shalit. That guy always scares me. Yeah, well, sounds pretty fucking. I don't know about that. Gene Shalit. I'm gonna look at his face again because I remember him, but I don't remember how scary he actually looked. That guy does look fucking terrifying. Kind of looks like he kind of looks like Perry Caravello with like a mustache, right? That's kind of funny. An idea for Toronto Eats would be to start a cooking segment with traditional Toronto or nearby Ontario recipes. That would be cool for people like me who aren't from Toronto, because you could recreate. The thing about Toronto is there's not like specific Toronto recipes. The city's not old enough to really have anything like old school about it that has resonated throughout its culture. The culture in Toronto keeps changing because like the immigration here it happens so fast that we don't really have a lot of time to build a sort of culture here. So there's not really a lot of good Toronto foods in that sense, like traditions. Like I can't think of anything really. Probably just the penal bacon sandwiches. It's probably the most Toronto thing I could think of. Because like Toronto used to be called Hog Town, and it was because they had so many like slaughterhouses. So, and like the workers, when their lunch breaks, would just have like penal bacon sandwiches. What you doing, Mom? What you doing? What? What's going on? I'm so confused. White T-shirt, one cheap child vampire makeup pack, roll of bandage. Use bad makeup to whiten your face. Tie half a bandage to each wrist. Add blood to bandages and T-shirt. You're a suicide. That's a very depressing costume, but I do like the idea. Labatt's beer cheese. Labatt's beer cheese? Well, I mean, I could do something with like Labatt's or Molson beer. I think that'd be kind of funny. Toronto cheese in Toronto. It's pretty much mostly cheddar is like the big thing here. But that's like pretty big anywhere. Cheddar is a pretty big cheese, especially in like America, Canada, Britain. It's not really much, but for Toronto Eats, I'd say, what is a good? Well, the next video I'm doing for Toronto Eats is actually not really a food thing, but because like the cheap eats videos I find are the ones that seem to be doing the best for Toronto Eats videos, anything to do with cheap. Because the thing about Toronto is it's one of the most expensive cities in the world. So like cheap in Toronto are things you never really see a lot in real life. So people are searching for that. They want to find the cheapest place in Toronto to eat food, whatever item that food is, or just a restaurant in general that is really cheap. They want to go check it out. So those videos did very well. So the next video I'm actually going to do is the top 6. It's a 6 in the 6 video. That's the cheapest drink specials in Toronto. So cheapest places in Toronto, like bars to go to drink and eat during like it's mostly a drinking thing. And it's kind of a little opposite of what it's not really even eating. People might even complain in the comments or whatever. People might not like it because it's like an alcohol thing and it's not really a food thing. But I feel like it's also a travel channel in a way. Toronto's a big city. It's like the biggest city in Canada. When people come to Canada, they want to go to the big cities, right? The biggest city in Canada right now is Toronto. So people want to know what the cheapest thing to do is in Toronto because it's so expensive, right? So I'm gonna do a list of the 6 best drink special spots in Toronto. And I've already compiled the list, and it looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be a good video. Visually, it's not gonna be as like appealing. It's not gonna be like food porn, because like alcohol isn't like is food porny, I guess, right? It doesn't look as nice on camera as like nice food, like especially cheese or something. Like people love to eat like a steak being flipped, broiled or whatever, right? But it's a good video idea, I think. Dress as Ninja Jesus, long beard, crown of thorns, crosses, and nunchucks. Nice. Chooses an idea to dress in a sweat-stained tee and eat a block of cheese while staring at people. That seems more like a Matt Hub video, but I do like the idea. I'm going to kill myself if you don't see this message. So see my name. Tom Ward. Please don't kill yourself. You have plenty to live for. Like the cheese that was said earlier in a comment by Warrior Wolf. A friend did it one year. It was amazing. And shat all over the emo wannabes at the party. That is actually a good idea. The suicide costume, that is. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He posed for pics by holding his arms out in a look what you made me do way. That is good. It is done? What, your suicide? Or you mean the fact that I read your message, so you're good? I'm confused. Well, please don't do that, Tom. You have plenty to live for, as I said before. Like internet porn. Right? Because everyone wants that. Everyone needs that. Oh, wow. I just thought of a really cheap one. Which one is that? Please do tell. But not that many people will get it. Well, maybe I will, man. Let me know what it is. What is this cheap idea for a costume? Go as your clone. Clone? That's interesting. Okay, yeah. So you're saying, like, for my videos, the clones that I usually do, like the Chads or the neckbeards, or do you mean just like a general, just go as myself and say I'm my clone? That would be a very cheap costume idea. That would literally cost me nothing at all. But I have to go to a party with a lot of friends, because then they'd be like, well, who are you? Oh, clone myself. Because if you go to any other bar or something like that, they'd be like, I don't know who you are anyway, so you're just a person. Cool. Seems like I need to teach you some medicine, Matt. After all, you never know when a depressed incel will appear like a wild, rare Snorlax. Yeah, like blocking the way. Like Snorlax would always block the way in the Game Boy games. Yeah, please teach me some medicine. My sister's a nurse in New York City. But nurses are not really more on the medicine side. They're more on just the procedures and stuff. You're too right. I'm too right? What are you talking about, Tom? You mean right wing? No. He killed and ate his clone already. I did. I should do a video of me eating my clone with some beans and Chianti. Suit, tie, boom. Crooked politician. Yeah, that could be a costume. Crooked politician could definitely work. I like that idea. Maybe, but if I did a crooked politician, I feel like I'd have to have a crooked tie too, just to make it more funny. Like kind of like just on the side. And the politicians, they always wear red or blue ties too. It's got to be a red or blue tie. Daniel, MVid, how's it going, man? Hope your night is doing well. If you guys are Canadian, I hope you're having a very good Thanksgiving, by the way, to the new viewers. And if you're American, months away. So Thanksgiving's coming up for you guys fairly shortly. Hope you guys enjoy that. Go as a social freedom warrior. They're pretty scary. You mean a social justice warrior or social freedom warrior? That sounds like an autistic version of social justice warrior. Justice, not freedom. There you go. You corrected yourself. Good. Yeah, that would be pretty terrible. I'd probably have to, if I did that, I'd probably have to like dye my hair like some weird unnatural color, talk with a lisp, have like glasses on or something. Just something on there. So I'm just going through this. They have to like look really fucking weird, right? And I have to have like a fucking dildo in my ass as well, right? Some sort of weird shit. What's on my mind? Not much, man. Just think about Halloween costumes because I don't want to do anything too late. I want to have this all sorted out soon because I actually move from my current address. November 1st is the day I'm out of here. So obviously October 31st being the day before November 1st. That doesn't really give me a lot of time towards the end of the month to figure out what I'm going to do for Halloween when it comes to the costume. So I'm trying to figure that out as early as I can. Canadians are diet Americans, both literally and figuratively. Diet Americans. Yeah, that's true. We're the lighter version of Americans, figuratively and metaphorically. Go as the personification of straight white privilege. No costume required. Boom. But I'm not though. Like I don't have like when parents aren't rich, I don't have any. I don't necessarily have anything going on in my life that I'd say makes me look like I have white privilege. I mean, I guess I could dress that way. Like I'd maybe like a preppy guy with like a sweatshirt over my like shoulders, like tied up, like you're like one of those preppy guys in those 90s films. Laugh like that. I got a yacht. You're a loser. You're such a little Negro, man. Stop manspreading. I should just manspread on a TDC bus. That'd be funny. This is me, Tom's brother. Tom just killed himself. He loved you all. This is me, Tom's brother. Tom just killed himself. Loved you all. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Who is Tom Ward? Anyways, I don't know what you're talking about. Just killed himself, loved you all. Oh, I love you too, but I don't know what you're talking about. Go as Jordan B. Peterson and talk about archetypes. Yeah, archetypes. I could do that. I always talk like this, and when I think I have to look up and kind of like roll my eyes back like he does. Well, the thing is, I could do that. Jordan Peterson's weird because he's been getting on like I don't know. I'm starting to dislike him recently. Because he was on like the Dr. Oz show, and like I saw it on YouTube, and I'm like, dude, now you're talking to Dr. Oz? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like I know you love money and shit, but it's like it's getting to the point where I'm starting to question where his like loyalty actually lies. You know what I mean? In a way, like, is he really all about free speech, or is he just trying to, or is he just like kind of like a feudalist capitalist trying to just pinch every penny out of the system as he can? Go as Peter Parker for Halloween. Buy some round glasses, jeans, dress shoes, and white collar and button. Yeah. I did that for a Comic-Con. One of the first Comic-Con, not one of the first Comic-Cons. A Comic-Con I went in like 2011. I went as Peter Parker. It was actually fun. Get a clone to go as you as an SJW. You could be a couple. God, I got my cloning device. My editing skills are so good. People think I'm clones. It's crazy when I do those videos. I'll keep you all updated. What is going on? Which Tom are you talking about? My buddy Tom? Because you're Tom Ward. I don't know who Tom Ward is. If anybody is a real SJW and kicks off you, can reveal the clone husband, you win again. Jordan Peterson is slowly showing himself as a hack. Yeah, like I'm not really like I love Jordan Peterson. Like I love his old message and stuff, and I still think he's a really intelligent guy, but I feel like he's kind of fading away in that sense that he's become so popular, and I think he's liking the attention that he's getting from the left now, like because now it's becoming a little more positive. Like he used to be all negative. I think his whole thing was like he always wanted the left to like him, and now that the left is kind of like opening up more to him, he's kind of like leaving the right behind, which is kind of like annoying because it's like they kind of almost bought him, I guess, in a way. Do you like Oingo Boingo? No, I don't. Definitely not. Show us your tits, buddy. Not in this stream. Next one. You know what? Donate to my Patreon page, and I'll show you my tits any day of the week. Danny Elfman's band in the 80s. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be good. Well, I mean, like, I do like his Spider-Man score, so maybe I don't know. Wait, IU was onto his provocative ways. Yeah, I don't know. Go with someone that wouldn't get invited to parties. You mean just myself? I should be going as my clone then. Complain about the culturally appropriated costumes, demand vegan stuff, get drunk off half an organic beer. And then just like, yeah, that'd be good. I think all of these costumes, great ideas, and what I appreciate about them even more, these ideas you guys are giving me, is that they're all very cheap costumes to make. So I'm very appreciative of that, considering how little money I actually want to spend on a costume. Very nice. Very nice. Now let's see Paul Allen's dick. Actually, you know, I can tell you guys a cool channel that I saw recently. There's a really fucking cool channel. What is it called? Fuck. I really like. I love animation channels, but they're kind of dying on YouTube, obviously. But there's a channel. It's Umami. It's a U space M space A space M space I. That guy's channel is incredible. If you want to check out a really good video of his, check out the video "The End of an Era." It's pretty dark, ominous, but also very funny at the same time. I don't know how you can have all those, you know, in one, but it's really is good. You will like the channel. Oh, I got a bunch of comments here. Jordan Peterson hedged his bets and playing Clinton the language lawyer. What do you mean by is? out of respect for Tom, he loved your videos. Can you dress up Tom Ward for Halloween? Is Toad makes so much to his mom? Wait, what? I'm confused. Out of respect for Tom, he loved your videos. Can you dress up Tom Ward for Halloween? Is Toad make so much to his mom? Who is Tom Ward? Can you send me a photo of this Tom Ward? I don't know what's going on here. Is he a British film and stage television actor? That's just coming up on Wikipedia. I really don't know who this Tom Ward is. I know I'm being trolled, but I'm also kind of leery about this whole thing here. Jordan seemed like he wanted to be the Canadian Ben Shapiro. Well, you can never be the Canadian Veg Bureau. No, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't really think they're alike at all, Veg Bureau and Jordan Peterson. Go as a mooch. Spend as much as you want on costumes, but save money by not having to buy your own drinks and food. Well, dude, let me tell you this. Whatever party I'm going to, I am not paying for drinks. I'm going to get as much free shit as I can. No way I'm paying for drinks. The suicide threat. Tom is a troll, clearly. Well, obviously. Tom Ward is my brother. I'm sorry for my selling. I am also dyslexic. Oh, I'm sorry to say, man. So are you sure you're right about everything you said? If you're dyslexic? Or am I just reading this all backwards? My God. That'd be terrible if I found out one of my subscribers just killed themselves on a live stream. I think that's like a nightmare. That actually just happens for real. The private booty costume and the right bar. You could clean up. I know, that could be good. See, if I was gay, you know how much more fun I would have on Halloween? Not that I want to be gay, but if I was gay, the amount of fun I could have would be endless on Halloween. I'm going to go to the washroom one more time. Oh boy. Slightly tight shirt or go as an otter. Oh, as an otter of fact, I might. You could have fun with me. Vigs Vericus. Whoa, that's a nice asshole. Sorry, my buddy sent me a text. Well, I could have fun with you, but I don't know who you are. Vigs, my nigs. It would be nice for you to make less of my Spanish. It would be nice for you to make less of my Spanish. Are a lot of Spanish people named Ward? I don't know. Sounds kind of Irish. I was dropped as a baby. It's hard to read big words. Motorola, don't I love my daughter very much? And you are making less of his left. Nice. Well, I'm glad I am now. You can still be gay if you're straight. Yeah, I guess you could. I hate drinking. You spend half the night pissing. Yeah, that's why I'm looking for some rocaine. No, I can't do that. No, not with my funds. I can't do that. Unless Viggs is into that, of course. Well, Matt, if you're gay, the fun would be endless. You could go as a train. Yeah, it could be. Thomas the Tank. Frank the Tank, Thomas the Tank, old school. Future MD, I got a question for you. I know all drugs aren't really, there's like no real drug that's healthy for you. But if on Halloween I was thinking about having fun and not necessarily drinking, what drug would you recommend I do if I was going to have fun? That the health benefits weren't as bad. Let me know. Nice, Keemstar. Nice, get him in on the action. What do you have access to? Well, I mean, like anything technically. I'm just wondering what is the healthiest in future. He's studying medicine, so he might be more well knowledged in this situation in regards to health. Ecstasy. This is what Warrior Wolf is saying. Future MD, is that true? Is ecstasy the healthiest drug out there? Matt, are you balding? I need to know. Hopefully not. I mean, I don't think my hair is as thick as it used to be, but no, I'm not balding. Why do you ask? I'm very self-conscious, ass fucker. You fucking cunt. Uh, Future MD finally replied, "Sweet, that's the one I'm waiting for. Not all you N-words. You fucking N-word." Or Jenkum, not healthy, but you can make it yourself. Jenkum, don't know what that is. Leroy Jenkum? No way. Well managed opiates are the least damaging. Less damaging than sugar if we go by the damage each does to the body system, not the start of a corn syrup rant. Okay. Well, okay, now let's read the actual MD here. Well, besides drinking, I would say marijuana. You cock fucking motherfucking cunt. I hate Mary Jane. I've always have, always will. I'm more of a Gwen Stacy Negro. Not the healthiest for casual use, but the worst thing that occurs is cannabinoid receptors getting stimulated into the hypothalamus. Won't cause permanent. Okay. Gwen Sagmar salvia would fuck you up. That shit's potent. Salvia does fuck you up. Damage on just Halloween, if that's your thing. I asked because we have the same genetics, and I'm balding. How do you know I have the same genetics as you? I don't have autism. I'm not decrepit like you fucking cunt. Just kidding. I'm kidding, man. Please subscribe if you haven't. Don't look it up, seriously. The jankum that is. You know what? Now I'm gonna look it up because you said don't, and that's the way I do. I live dangerous. Jankum is an inhalant or hallucinogen created by fermented human waste. Well then, that is. This has to be trolling, right? Come on. People, come on. Come on, that's bullshit. Fuck off. This can't be fucking. Oh, that's gotta be fucked up. That can't be real. That can't be real. There's nothing wrong with a good old Jenkum Fest. Matt, I highly doubt there's anyone here who isn't sub to you. That's true. There's no way my shit's going viral. What if he is lucky enough to have the MJ trigger some mental problems? That's true. The thing is, every time I smoked weed, I mean, it's not all bad. Sometimes I get like panic attacks and I have high anxiety from it. So I don't know necessarily if marijuana is the drug for me. What I actually wanted, future, is with some confirmation bias that cocaine is the healthiest of the uppers that a human can consume. And if you can clarify that, because I've always told people that cocaine is the healthiest upper you can do. It's healthier than speed, crystal meth, and ecstasy and stuff. And if you can confirm that, then I'm happy. What if he's no, it's real. People crap in buckets and leave it to ferment and huff it like paint. That is absolutely fucked up beyond belief. That is absolutely disgusting. Let's just hope that the Jenkum thing is just another Jackson Vial illusion pepper. Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. Beyond disgusting. I just want to watch YouTube videos now. People trying it out. Wow. Man. All right, guys, we are approaching the 2-hour mark. Nice. I like when my streams hit the 2-hour mark, and I'm not completely bored, and my stream hasn't been bored also, and they're pretty engaged. That's good. Would you be drinking at the same time as taking Coke? Probably. I mean, Coke helps you drink more, right? Hey, Future, please let me know. I'm actually a Future MD. Please let me know. What is the healthiest upper that one can do at a party? I've known addicts that have tried it. Don't know if it works though. Addicts have tried. Please, I really don't. That's making me almost want to gag now. Think about that shit. Drinking and cocaine is a deadly combination. No, it's not. You know what's a deadly combination? My fists in your face, Negro. I'm just kidding. No, you're cool, man. You're cool. No, but that's fine. Drinking and cocaine is a deadly combination. Fuck you. Matt gets a sudden rush of 5 new watchers. Oh my god, I'm going viral. That's basically me all the time. That's me when I see 100 view count on my videos. I'm viral. I did it, Mom. Now I don't have to live in Toronto anymore. I could live in a shack outside the woods and not have to work because I'm viral. Okay, run the list by me one more time. Coke and what else is the comparisons? Okay, so Future MD, I want to know, what is the healthiest option of these uppers? Coke, crystal meth, MDMA/ecstasy, and speed. Because those are the only uppers I can think of right now. Out of all those, what is the healthiest option? Healthy how? You're joking, right? Healthy? Are you talking to me? Well, obviously I know all drugs aren't healthy. I know drugs aren't healthy, dude. Come on, fuck you. You fucking bitch. I'm gonna fuck you in your mouth. I'm gonna fuck you so hard, you're gonna be coming out of your ass. They usually stick to whippets. Nice. They do work well together. I want your fist in my ass. Well, I'll fucking give it to you. And you're fucking come here. You know, come here right now. My address is 895 Bloor Street. No, I'm kidding. MDMA is healthiest. I don't believe that. That's what Vig said. Future didn't say that. I don't believe you, Viggs, because you aren't a doctor, and Future is, and he's gonna be my husband soon. So fuck you, dude. Dopamine probs with the X, and that's if you get mostly what you want in the tablet, not Special K or a bit of fentanyl. Oh, dude, fentanyl kills people, man. Fuck that. I don't want to try anything with fentanyl in it. I think Future, he's taking a while to respond to this. He might actually be doing the real research right now. He might be in a lab right now testing this out as we wait for Future's response. I'm not a doctor, but I used to kick around with some wild bods. What do you mean, like you experimented with on bodies? Well, so have I. So I'm not a doctor. I mean, I played doctor a lot when I was a kid, but you know, I'm no doctor. But I knew my uncle's body very well. Sampling plenty of painkillers, huh? I've never actually tried painkillers besides just Advil. I've never actually had any injury harsh enough to actually get on any of these. Holy shit, that's a tough one. They all have nasty side effects. Okay, I get it, man. Okay, I know the whole but the deviated septum or whatever with cocaine, but like, what else is? If I had to personally choose, I guess Molly. Molly is the healthiest out of them all? Or you think that's what you're saying? Interesting. Interesting. I've done some clinical trials in London, and the research concluded MDMA is healthier than cocaine. Vig says, "Told you, faggot." You know what? That's hate speech, Negro. I'll fuck you up. MDMA has a lower risk psychological dependency. Oh, you're saying, is it because, interesting. Is it because cocaine is more addictive? Is that why Molly's less dangerous? I thought, I'm just talking about just physical damage right away. Like if someone took a pill of Molly and then or versus someone who did like 3 lines of coke, saying Molly's not as bad. No, I don't like MDA. MDMA. MDA is like is slightly hallucinogenic. As long as you test your substance and it's purely MDMA, it was a rebrand after so many mixed tablets were just sold as ecstasy. Yeah, that's true. I also suggest taking it up with your rectum. Taking up your rectum. That's a good idea. The best drug is choking yourself while jacking off. I don't know, man. A lot of celebrities who've died disagree with that. Childhood. Oh, this is the last stream we see of Matt sober and not shot up on black tar heroin 24/7. Nice. That is a bit of a stretch. When you pull the elastic band, that's a bit of a stretch from shooting up the heroin. MDMA with a dash of lime in the rectum. Nice. Perhaps don't go for the pure. Make sure it'll be okay dose for a beginner. And you could always buy 2. Give one away and see the results. Coke works because it blocks the reputable or acetylcholine. I definitely didn't say that right. Causing a constant dipole of your neutrons. If you do 3 lines of that, you have a high chance of cardiac arrest. Well, I'm not saying in a row, dude. Dude, are you thinking I'm doing that in a row? No. I'm talking 1 line, wait 40 minutes, do another line, then a 3rd line after. Come on, man. What's wrong? Screw physical damage, you'll be dead. Of course, doing 3 big lines in a row, that's not a good idea. Ecstasy is MDMA. Yeah, of course. You fucking idiot. Set a choline. Okay. Heroin ain't so bad either. Okay, now people trolling now. Nonstop. No guy who's only recently got out of prison and he's And he's an old dude, but he's doing well. I've done more than like 10 lines in a night. I'm still here. Yeah, of course, dude. I've done at least 13 lines in a night before. But I mean, you know, it depends on the cocaine and stuff, obviously. But the thing about cocaine, though, is it's bad. It's actually really bad for you. I'm not saying any of these drugs are good for you. I'm a guy. I do drugs once in a while. Once in a while, I'll do cocaine here and there. It's maybe like once every 4 months I'll try cocaine. So a lot of my friends don't do it anyways. I only have a few friends that actually do it. And if I'm hanging out with them, it's one of those things where like if you get drunk enough, someone mentions it, it's like, okay, well, we'll see. MDMA I haven't tried in years. Marijuana is like, again, that's like one of those things. If someone has it, they offer me a hit of the fucking marijuana, yeah, I'll try it. But that's about it. Baby lax line up to, yeah, a lot of cocaine is laced with baby laxatives, and it's not a fun feeling to always have to go to the washroom to shit. It's just like a house party and you're doing cocaine and you're like, I gotta go shit again. Can I use your toilet for shitting for the 4th time tonight? It's fucking disgusting. He's into pee and prostitutes, though. That's what makes the difference. Burn them nostril hairs. Hell yeah. Matt, I'm flying to Canada to do drugs with you. Or do you? You're flying to Canada to do drugs with me? Where are you right now? How far of a flight is that? And let me know. I'll line up a date. I'll line up a date. And Delio's going to join too. We'll all be dealing each other cocaine. It'd be great. It'd be a nice little fun date together. And you know, and then the whole time, future MD will be sitting there being like, I told you guys it's a bad idea. London. Well, if it's London, England, that will be quite the trek just for a good time. But hey, you know what? You can have a good time without a good line, right? Pity my faves aren't really opioid. Wait, what? Pity my faves aren't really optioned? Option D? What the fuck are you talking about? What are your faves? Now this is turning into a drug stream, guys. This is really bad. This is really bad. Oh man. Well, the reason why I don't like any drug, I'm just saying I always felt like cocaine was the purest drug because I always had the clearest head when I would do cocaine. Because I know Molly, when you do it, you're not thinking clearly. You'll say things that you would never normally say when you're on Molly. Like the thing I hated about whenever I'd try Molly was I would say like I love you to people I didn't love, and the next day I felt terrible about it. I'm like, I fucking hate this person. I said I love you, no shit. Oh fuck. But like cocaine, you just think clear and concise, and you talk faster than you normally would. But you actually, the stuff you're saying isn't completely. I mean, it probably is horseshit, but it's hard to tell. But like you sound like you feel like you're actually saying things with meaning. Like you actually have a good, clear, concise thing that you want to get out of your, out of your mind. But like when you're saying it on MDMA, you sound like a fucking retard, and I fucking can't stand it. Let's get right into the news. Okay, today on Drama Alert, a small stream notice Hub was railed by the Toronto Police Department. You know, the thing about the point, I don't think they care. Toronto Police, they don't really care if people do cocaine. I'm pretty sure, at least. They care more if people are selling cocaine. I think that's how they work right now. Unless it's heroin. Heroin's a little different. Future MD could smuggle out drugs, though. That's true. Future MD has a lot of prescription drugs at his employment, and I'm sure he could help us all out with this channel. We should do a drug stream one time. What do you guys think? Should I do a drug stream? Test out new drugs I've never tried before? Future MD could smuggle out drugs. Yeah, I just read that. What's wrong with me? Maybe it was the cocaine I did earlier. I hope you get really Saturday and famous and someone uses this stream to blackmail you. I've thought about that so many times. I've really thought about thankful that my YouTube channel is big, because the stuff that I've done just in videos, not even just live streams, and videos, could easily be used against me being like, Mayor of Toronto, Matt? Huh? Well, check this video out. But you talking about blacks? Tabs and tried Blue Mystic before. AI, this legal high bullshit made it easy to fuck over normies. Normies. I had to work to get decent hallucinogens. Well, there you go. Don, the Toronto PD have more problems with the moose. They do have problems with the moose here. When the moose is loose, we're talking Moosehead, right? When people drink Moosehead. Alexander Shulgin was my god. Was that a guy? Was that the channel that we do drugs on? His Alexander Shulgin. Pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Let me see. Alexander Shulgin. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Alexander Shulgin. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, this is the guy. Yeah, that guy is pretty cool, actually. I do remember seeing him in his videos. Nice. All right, you know what? I'm gonna get another beer. So, like, I hope you guys are drinking too, or at least not all of you. Come on, you don't all have to drink. But I mean, I'm hoping at least a few of you guys have a beer in hand and are drinking along with me. I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna go to the washroom as well, and probably give into the stream another 20 minutes or so, and then we'll call it a night. But it's been a good stream so far, guys. So I'm pretty happy about this. This is good. I mean, it's pushing the suicide away, so that's always nice. Oh man. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Future. What did you say? Get your signs to check out. So, drink, but want to do an upper on Halloween. Ah, well, here's the reason. Future. I'm gonna be wearing 2 morph suits on top of each other, and as you know, if you wear morph suits, they're very hard to take off, and peeing all the time just doesn't really seem like fun when you're in that costume. So that is the reason why I want to do uppers on Halloween instead of drinking. So that's why I was asking what was the most, the safest, healthiest option. Because I've done uppers before in my life. Like, I'm not like a big drug guy though. That's why I was like, I don't do a lot of drugs. That's why I was asking. So, well, thanks for your knowledge though. Much appreciated. Future MD. Maybe I will do that MDMA as such you suggested. If I die from a heart attack or something on it, I'll blame you, future. Thanks a lot. If I someone go missing and I pass away, it's your fault. But I still love you, future. Don't worry about it. Even if I die, I'll still love you. Sounds like they are what he's most used to. Oh. Drugs are bad. Okay. Drugs are bad. Okay. He didn't bite at the suggestion of ketamine, adulterating his ex. I've never tried ketamine, actually, to be honest. I wonder if there's a video where Matt is actually on drugs. I doubt you could ever tell, though. There is actually plenty of videos that I've been drunk filming, not on my channel necessarily, on Tom's. I don't know if he has any anymore. I'm sure I have at least 1 or 2 on my channel. I was drunk when I was filming it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go search my channel and look through my videos and try to remember when I filmed it, whether I was drinking that day or not. The rejected marketing video. I was drunk during that. Yeah, I was filming that with Tom, and I had a few beers because we went to the beer store before we started filming it. So we got a 24-pack of Mill Street Organic, and I was cracking them throughout the whole video because the video took a while to film. And I don't think I was like drunk, but I mean, by towards the end of the video, it was at least 4 or 5 beers deep, but I wasn't like drunk. These are like bottles of beer, so they're not like tall cans, right? So I wasn't like super drunk. Let's see, where else? Which other videos? Did it sound like I was fucking in there? I did like at least I had like 1 or 2 beers before we shot that, so I wasn't really drunk, but I did have a few beers. I don't think I never was on drugs and during any of these videos ever though. What else? Oh, Super Bowl 2017. I was literally drinking in the video. So like, I mean, I was drinking. Same as the Super Bowl video, the regular one, not just the Super Bowl 2017. I think that might be it. It wasn't really. Oh, well, some videos I literally drink in it, but those are like there's a few of them. But yeah, that was basically it. Yeah, the Super Bowl video. How'd you spend my $1 Patreon pledge, you son of a bitch? To be honest, it probably went through the Toronto Eats video. That's usually most of the money from Patreon goes straight into Toronto Eats videos because I especially 6 and 6 videos, I actually buy the shit in there. But if you are a Patreon, I love you, bro. You are the best. You are the reason why this channel is still going because I don't make any money on ads with these videos and these streams. So thanks a lot. It means a lot, and it's the reason why I don't end my life. No, I'm serious. I will though. I will eventually one day. Amen. It was all hypothetical too. to me. I don't recommend anyone does any drugs, friend. Do it at your own risk. Well, I'll think about that, and I will think about it and do it at my own risk. Watch all your videos. I meant drugs other than alcohol. No, never touched any drugs during a video. Never done any drugs before video. I've only had a few beers a few times. So you spend your money to eat, spend the money from Patreon to basically eat, yeah. So essentially, like for videos, for trying to eat or eat, just life expenses. If I had enough money from Patreon, I would use it to buy more film equipment. But I don't get any like crazy amounts of money coming in from Patreon, so it wouldn't really put a dent in it. But like if I ever got like, well, this is hypothetical, this is never gonna happen. But if I ever had like over $100 a month coming at me from Patreon, I would probably use that money towards film equipment. But again, this is hypothetical, it's probably never gonna happen, so it is what it is. Shit, now you've got me a bit worried. You're gonna hurt yourself. Dude, I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm just saying hypothetically if I wanted to do drugs on Halloween. Because I don't like pissing constantly when I have a costume on, especially morph suit. I was thinking, what is a better alternative to that? It's just a question. Why would you care about his health? He's literally bad. He is literally bad health. Well, thanks, Viggs. You fucking son of a bitch. I'll fuck you up. Drugs might actually do him some good. That's good. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Thank you. Actually, never mind. I won't fuck you up. In the realm of hungry ghosts, has doctors pushed to the limits of their ethics? Gavermate is a good Canadian. I don't think the swim argument will hold up in court, my dude. Well, maybe it won't. It might not. Matt, how do you even donate money? What do you mean? To the channel? Well, I don't have the things. My channel's not monetized, so I actually don't have the option to do super chats. That'd be nice, but I don't have the option. So the only way to actually really donate to the channel is through Patreon. You can also donate through PayPal, but I usually use Patreon as the main method of support. If you want to buy me a beer, man, that's totally cool. Beer is basically like at the beer store, $2 Canadian here. So if you donate $2 Canadian, I'll drink a beer for you. If you want to donate an actual pint at a bar, it's about $5 to $6, $7 or so. If you want to buy me a beer, man, that'd be amazing. My Patreon is actually in the description here in this live stream. That'd be incredible if you did that. But yeah, it's always good. Yeah, that's why I always leave it in the description. I'll talk about it. I know it sounds like I'm e-begging, which I guess I am, but I try not to do it too much. But it is what it is. I'm not monetized. I don't make any money on my videos. They're pretty much free, open source. People can use them if they want to. They can download them if they want to. It's all good. It's there for people's enjoyment, whether they enjoy it or not. It's there for you anyways, right? What's the exchange rate for Canadian dollars to real money? Well, that's the question. What do you define as real money? That's the real question. Is it Bitcoin? Because if it's Bitcoin, I don't know. Wish Canada was real. Yeah, I wish it was too. Hey, believe me, like I love Canada, but I feel like I'd rather live in America. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to say. Like I like Canada, but I do like America, and I do like England. So I don't know. Maybe I'll live in Bangkok, Thailand. That'd be kind of cool. You'll donate while touching yourself to transfer some of that love to me? Oh, man. Oh, the thing is, when people do that, it makes me come, dude. Oh, I don't have to come on camera. All right, hopefully I don't get that excited. You should get the clones to give you an extra percentage of their earnings. Well, come on. Clones give me an extra percentage of earnings. Now you're talking some sci-fi shit that I don't even want to know about. Bed and board isn't enough anymore. Bed and board in Canada? Right now, Canada, the Canadian dollar can't buy you shit right now. It's like 70-something cents of the American dollar right now, the exchange rate, I believe. The last one was like 76 cents, I think it was. Pretty bad. The Canadian dollar is 77 cents to the US dollar. It's not very good because I'm actually going to the States in December to visit my sister because she's not coming down for Christmas this year. So I'm going to go a little earlier just to basically say hi and give presents to my nieces and nephews. Yeah, it's brutal. Now I have to think about how much money I'm actually going to bring. I don't want to bring a lot of money there, but I'm thinking about doing a Toronto Eats video when I'm there. My video idea was what can $50 in Toronto buy you versus what $50 can buy you in New York. So I was gonna like buy the same items at like places that are like frequented, like heavily frequented. Like it's like, oh, coffee, Tim Hortons coffee and Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Like exchange. See how much that is there, how much it is. Pizza slice at like a place in New York, pizza slice place in Toronto, and just kind of go back and forth and see exactly how much money it is. And I'm betting that New York is gonna win for these like generic items. I think New York City is probably going to win, but it's an idea for video. So I was thinking about bringing $300 there, and that's only 231 fucking US dollars. Fuck. I was only planning on stay for 4 or 5 days though. That's pretty rough. I've never seen Canada Can't Be Real. Well, dude, that's clearly you haven't stepped into the upside down yet. Why is it Canadian girls tend to be really pasty white? That's a good point. Canadian girls are pretty pasty and they are pretty white. Well, it depends on where. Are you talking about Toronto? They're definitely not white. They're definitely not white in Toronto, but they are pasty. Maybe you should dress up as a successful YouTuber for Halloween. Well, you know what? I don't know if they sell Logan Paul wigs at the Valley Villages that I frequently. So I don't know. So if you clone jacks off, isn't it masturbation? Yeah, I guess it is. Same price everywhere. I like Tim Hortons coffee, but when I eat their breakfast bagel, their eggs taste like they have onion in them. That's interesting. Interesting. I've never noticed that actually. Tim Hortons, I tend if I eat anything from Tim Hortons, it's just bagels with cream cheese. I've had a few of their breakfast sandwiches before, but I'm not really a fan. I prefer the breakfast, like the bacon and egg bagels from McDonald's. I find they taste a lot better than the Tim Hortons ones. Canada's real. Sarah Palin can't see it from her holiday house. That's actually funny. You remember that one interview Sarah Palin had? So probably why you're referring to that as a joke, where she said like she could see Russia from where her house is. So like it's good, it's good that like she's the Alaskan. It's good that she'd be the Alaskan vice president because like she can see where it is. I think it might have been one of the stupidest moments ever in any interviews from political. Like, I mean, like, I know Trump and Trudeau said some stupid shit, but that was like next level stupid shit. Yeah, Sarah Palin. Yeah, I can see she's like, I can see Russia from my house. It's really important, you know, that I'm like the Alaskan, like a. Cause I have good. She didn't know what. Like, oh my god, she didn't know anything about foreign policy or anything like that either. They made fun of a lot of. I think they made fun of that in Saturday Night Live too. Oh yeah. Well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But for Patreon, you could do a monthly. Hold on, let me just actually grab that because that's a good point. I'll because my videos used to have the PayPal link in there, which is I think it's right here. Nope, that's not it. I used to have it somewhere. There was a PayPal.me that I had set up. Let me just find that. I think it's here. Yeah, I did the thing about the PayPal thing is it kept okay. Well, let me see see if I still have it. There's a little link that I had for PayPal.me. I'm just gonna go try to grab this. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Here it is. All right. So if anyone wants to donate via PayPal, since I don't have Super Chat, I will put the link in right now. I'm gonna put it right in the description. It'll be right at the top. I just copied the link. I'm just gonna try to paste it right in there for everyone. Kind of sucks. I really wish I had the Super Chat thing. That'd be nice, but unfortunately, I am not monetized. I don't make any money on this, so it won't let me do that. So that's it right there. That is the PayPal link for donations. Right at the top, right there. Well, as I look at it now, it doesn't really look like an actual clickable link, but it's that's it. So if you copy and paste that, that is supposed to be the link. I don't know why the fuck it didn't come up as a hyperlink though. What? There it is. Best foreign affairs experience ever, yeah. And she read all the news stories but couldn't name one of them. Yeah, you know, there was an HBO movie that came out like I think it was either recently or yeah, I think it might have been recently, where Julianne Moore played Sarah Palin, and it was actually pretty good. And I don't really like HBO shows or movies, but it was actually pretty good. And she played a really good Sarah Palin, and there's a couple scenes about that. We need some more Discord hangouts, man. Those are great times. Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot you were in the Discord. That's right. Yeah. Thing is, I only used it that one time. I've never used it ever since. I might use it again. I can't remember who it was. It might have been. I can't remember. His name's not coming up to me. But someone wanted to teach you some coding. I'm trying to learn some coding on this program from edX. But the thing is, I can't find like the time to actually dedicate myself to that. Especially right now, like this month, I'm trying to pack all my stuff up because I'm moving at the end of the month, and I'm working full time, trying to stay on top of life when it comes to videos and everything. But yeah, maybe I should just try to figure out what my priority should be. If the Trump getting pissed on by Russian hookers rumor is true, that's pretty good foreign affairs experience. Emphasis on the affairs. Well, we all know Trump has had plenty of affairs. I think Stormy Daniels affairs. Well, we all know Trump has had plenty of affairs. I think Stormy Daniels has already made that pretty apparent. But yeah, that would be pretty funny. I buy it. I buy it. And my stream is lagging or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Is it back on? Yeah, okay, it's back on. What the fuck was that? That was scary. Yeah, that was weird. Anyways, yeah, if anyone wants to donate on PayPal, there's a link on the front there, the top of the info box. It's a little easier. It's a little bit easier than doing Patreon if people are afraid of doing a monthly thing. That's totally cool. I understand that. Although you can cancel it at the end of every month. Is it the best to set up Patreon via mobile app or online? Is it best to set up Patreon via mobile app or online? I'm not sure. I'm assuming online, like just a computer, would be the easiest way to do it. Although I'm sure you could do it on your phone. I don't know. The problem is a lot of people don't really have Patreon. This is the thing about Patreon that's kind of frustrating. Is like not a lot of people have Patreon accounts. So like people tend to have to make their whole account, and it takes a while to make an account on Patreon. And then after all of that, then you can donate to someone. But I think you might actually have to have a PayPal account or something set up before you can even like access Patreon. It's a little bit frustrating. That's again why like I wish I'd like Super Chat. Super Chat is just so much simpler. If you do a live stream, like it's just so much easier. So easy to do Super Chat. If I send British pounds, will it automatically become Canadian loonies or your PayPal? Well, it would just convert it into American money, I think. I think Patreon's all done with American currency. So it would convert whatever you would donate to American, and then it would convert that back to me to Canadian. So I don't know. What is a British pound to Canadian dollar? That's a good question. What is a British pound to Canadian dollar? Okay, so let's say if you were to donate $1, 1 British pound or sterling, it would be 170 Canadian, $1.70. So 1 pound, you could buy a pint of beer. When I was in England last time, there's a bar in Preston that I went to, and they had 1 pound 20 pints of Strongbow. So 1 pound 20 would be $2.04, which is actually a hell of a good deal. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I went to a few Weatherspoons, and Weatherspoons had pints at Weatherspoons are around 3 pounds, I think, around that, like £2.50. Yeah, about 3 pounds. Let's say 3 pounds. So that'd be $5.10 Canadian. 3 pound pint at Weatherspoons. What if I want to donate cash in hand? Well, then you're gonna have to meet up, then, right? I'm gonna have to plan some sort of meet up, like a drug dealer. You'd buy a vid of Trump rubbing his rotten mushroom. That's horrifying. You'd buy a video of Trump rubbing his rotten mushroom? That's very gross. Well, who knows? if his hands are any indication of how the size of his, what, then we're not looking at something very big. That'd be like a mushroom growing in a field of grass. What are you, gay? Oh, cash in hand would be the most convenient for me due to my occupation. Oh, well, you must be some sort of drug dealer or a prostitute, I would assume. Oh, is that the colorful donations thing in your YouTube streams? Why can't you turn it on? Do you have to be partnered by YouTube? Yeah, so basically you have to be partnered by YouTube to have the super chat enabled. Before, I remember I actually did have super chat enabled. And then right when I noticed that I actually could enable that, that's when my channel became demonetized. And I was like, shit, because I did a few live streams before that, but I didn't actually have that enabled because I didn't know that it even existed. And a few people did donate during those live streams, but they had to do it the old-fashioned way through PayPal and Patreon and whatever. £1.20 is real cheap for any drink in a pub nowadays. Oh yeah, this is right after Brexit too. So because of people's fear of what could happen during Brexit, the Canadian dollar is actually raised pretty well compared to the British pound. So it was actually, yeah, it was really nice. It was good for me. But yeah. I am, and that will put me off dick for life. I doubt I could look at my own without vomiting if I'd seen the Trump vid. The slight connection would be enough to give me the give me the book. Give me the book. Yeah, that would be pretty gross. Trump's dick looking very nice in any way. Although I'm not gay, but I just imagine his dick would look really gross. Well, I'm like my third beer now. Jesus Christ. $3 to $4 for a single pint. £3 to £4 for a single pint now? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Full Screen is for some reason the name that I chose because I was partnered by Full Screen at the time. And I thought that was the company that I was going to be like putting my money through. And then it turned out being my actual name. So I filled the description wrong. So now I'm Full Screen apparently. So whatever. I don't know. £3 to £4 for a single pint. I still can't believe that. £4 per pint. If this is in London, I'd be okay, sure. But if this is like Northern England, I'd be like, that's crazy expensive. What? I can't even believe that right now. Setting up my Patreon wasn't that hard. Just fill in a couple things and link my card. Oh, really? I don't know. I guess it's a little easier now. When I set up my Patreon as a creator, it was very difficult. Scottish term for vomiting is boke. Interesting. I didn't know that. You know what pisses me off? That Liverpool Man City game today. 0-0. What a fucking boring game. I was really hoping after Liverpool didn't win 3 games in a row that they would actually at least win that game. But, you know, it is Man City. I guess can't really complain. That's funny. Oh, I can just use my card. I don't need to set up a PayPal. That sounds good. Oh yeah, no, for Patreon, you don't necessarily, you don't need a PayPal. I thought this is like for people who are thinking about PayPal. London prices, other regions 2 to 3. Yeah, so I was gonna say £4 is crazy. That's almost $8 Canadian for a pint. Jesus Christ. £3 is okay. Where I was staying when I went to England was close to like Manchester and Liverpool, and the pints were like about £2 usually around that. And I thought that was fine. Like £2 is completely, that was good. For me, that was like $3.50 Canadian, which is really good. A lot of pubs are shutting down and turning to gastro pubs. Oh shit! So they're getting like super expensive and stuff now. That sucks. Any good foul acting? The most I could recommend football to me these days. Well, you guys have the Rangers in Scotland, right? Rangers and Celtic. Well, Steven Gerrard. Well, the thing is, I'm a huge Liverpool fan, so like Steven Gerrard being on the now I actually watch some Rangers games because I like Steven Gerrard that much. Don't want their shitty miniature burgers. A full English, please. Yeah, full English breakfast is pretty damn good. Those are pretty awesome. That's like a well good meal, man. You're getting like a full meal. English breakfasts are huge. That could fill me almost a whole day, and I wouldn't need anything else. All right. Do Brits drink their beer warm? So I hear. The places that I went to, the pints were pretty cold. I don't know. Pretty cold pints from where I was standing. Good night. Don't forget to get that pint I bought you. Oh, you bought me a pint, mate. Oh, Jesus. Wait, hold on. I'm so confused right now. Oh, you did buy me a pint. That's actually hilarious. That's an expensive pint too. £5? Well, thanks, man. Thanks, Biggs. Goddamn imbecile. No, I checked Patreon first and I was confused. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, well, thanks, Biggs. I will definitely have that pint. In fact, I'll have a delayed pint because I'll have what I'm drinking right now, and then tomorrow I'll have a pint in your name. Thanks. Cheers. I guess it is pretty late in England right now. It must be at least like 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's true. After the war. Yep. It's 2 a.m. Wasn't that off? I haven't seen anyone drinking warm beers. I drink double vodkas, though, to more economically get pissed. Yeah, I think vodka would definitely do you a lot more than beer would. Depends on the frequency you're drinking it and how little you're mixing. This is weird. I'm supposed to meet my buddy at like 9:30, but he hasn't messaged me yet. Nobody seems to notice in other English-speaking countries how some Canadians and Americans have different accents. That's true. Well, I don't think in Canada they have such different accents. Well, Canadians, like Torontonians, have similar accents to Californians, but a little off. I don't know. It's weird because when I do go to New York City, some people do think that like they'll be like, "You're Canadian." And I was like, "Fuck! How the fuck did you know that?" I didn't know that was that obvious. I saw a documentary about the differences in Canada. Yeah, like Newfoundland has a very different accent. All of them seem like farting. Think that Scott is a dick, and think that French Canada, U.S., and the only true Canada. Think that Scott is a dick, and think that French Canada, U.S. is the only true Canada. What? What are you talking about? Well, American and Canadian have a subtle difference. I'm sure they do. I just don't know. Like I haven't actually heard the difference myself, so I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm completely wrong and it's very obvious to me, but I've never seen that difference firsthand. South Park reference. Oh, the French Canada thing. Yeah, the thing about French Canadians that bugs me is that everyone always assumes like, well, back in the day, I don't know, it's not so much anymore, but before Montreal was like the big city of Canada. It was like bigger than Toronto like 15, 20 years ago. Now it's not so much anymore, but like it used to be like the staple of Canada was Montreal. So everyone like kind of make fun of Toronto or Canada for having that kind of like French Canadian accent, which is now completely false because Montreal is actually decaying now as a city compared to Toronto. Like Toronto's like climbing and Montreal's like declining. Like Montreal right now is like the population decreases every year versus Toronto keeps growing. Like I was in Montreal about a year and a half ago. That city looks like it's going to shit. All right, I'm gonna go to the washroom one more time. I promise. One more time. I'll be back. What just happened here? Yeah, LOL. I hate saying LOL. It sounds so stupid. Like the South Park Canadian, but less exaggerated. Like you can tell because the accent has a tone to it, or you can hear the typical A sound tone. I know that doesn't make sense. Anthony Bourdain loved Toronto. No, he didn't. Are you kidding? Anthony Bourdain fucking hated Toronto. Have you seen the episode of The Layover where he talks about Toronto? Like he trash talks the whole Toronto like for the first half of the episode, then he kind of warmed up to it later on. But it's like, trust me, like yeah. I don't think he liked Toronto. I think he liked Montreal. He loved Montreal. He didn't really like Toronto. Toronto is kind of like a bullshit city when it comes to like food and culture. Like I mean, I do have a Toronto channel, so I shouldn't be talking to shit. But it's because I've only lived. That's because I've lived in Toronto my entire life, so I know like I know more about the city than most people would, you know, who just moved here. Or the guy from Family Guy who likes, I was about to bone my girlfriend, but there was like no way. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I do know what you're talking about, but that's not like Toronto. That's like that's like outskirts of Toronto type of accent. Yeah. Yeah, I was like about to bang my girlfriend, but there was like no way. Regrettably, I myself have only met 2 Canadians in person. Watched enough of the Canadians to notice the accent here on the YouTubes. No, there definitely is an accent. I feel like, but I'm just saying, like from my perspective, I just feel like Torontonian is like similar to Californian from my perspective. But I'm like old school Torontonian. Like my accent is like old school Torontonian. Like my family, like my mom's family is like, well, I was born here, but my mom's family have been in Toronto since like the 1920s. Like, so they're pretty old school. Almost 100 years in Toronto, my mom's side of the family goes back. I was trying to cheer you up. What? No. Yeah, you know he hates Toronto. You couldn't let me be nice and accept the lie. Well, no, like I'm just yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I know Anthony Bourdain didn't like Toronto. He hated Toronto. I like his show, The Layover, is like one of. It's funny. Everyone thinks about his other shows like Parts Unknown and stuff, but to me, I like The Layover personally because when I travel, I like to do things quick, and The Layover is about like being at a place for only a set amount of time, and you gotta like do whatever you can in that 48 hours. And The Layover like was mostly set in North America, and a lot of the cities that he goes to, places that I've been to, like New York, like Philadelphia, like Boston, Toronto. Obviously, I live here, Montreal, and it's cool, like because a lot of the places that he went to are places that I tried to find after when I would go there, and I just like the tone of The Layover of the show. I got a lot of enjoyment watching this show. I love it. Sad that he did kill himself. I mean, as much as like some people trash talk him, like you know, a lot of their points are pretty valid, but I was pretty sad when he passed away because I don't know. I like the shows. I know he was a bit pretentious, but I mean, how like a lot of even just food channels in general on YouTube are pretty pretentious. So yeah, it is what it is. Bourdain was all about the mixed cultures. And his own French background points to his fave region. Does French Canada smell like garlic? That's a good point. Not when I was there, but it does look like some place that might smell like garlic from your eyes and watching it. I don't get why Bourdain was suicidal. He had the best job, paid millions to travel, eat foods, and bang exotic hookers. I guess you never know. The funny thing is, I think he was like, I think he was love crazy. I think he's obsessed with the idea of love, and it drove him nuts. Like he would date like women who like him. It's like, oh man, they like you for your money and your status and shit. It's like it's crazy. The problem is when a guy gets that successful, you have to be very careful about who you choose to bring into your life, right? I think he was just too love hungry that he didn't realize that the girl he brought in his life was like a fucking nut job. And I think that was the main reason why he killed himself was that. I mean, he's obviously depressed before. You don't just kill yourself like that quickly for a small reason like that. You're very suicidal. It's pretty sad. He had a lot of things going for him. Like, I would have just The problem, he should have just thought to himself, love is bullshit anyways. It's completely fake. Let's bang some hookers. Let's let's have fun with it while we are still alive, right? But he got obsessed with love, and he thought love was the be all end all, and ended up killing him. So he could have bought a robot sex doll with all his money. Well, yeah, of course, but I mean, robot sex dolls aren't really all that are chalked up to be. He was depressed and did a lot of drugs and was an alcoholic. Combine that with years of self-resentment and feeling like you've done it all, probably led himself to that decision. Probably, yeah, that's true. Like that one robot whorehouse they just shut down in Houston. There was a robot whorehouse they shut down in Houston. God damn, why are you making me search this right now? Oh my god, sex robot brothel in Houston. Jesus Christ. You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? This is actually insane. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Once the robots actually get consciousness, just imagine what they would think. People are being used to like fuck them and stuff.
Before use, it should be smooth and coated with a safer material. These toys, like
Jesus Christ. Houston brothels. Wow. Very fucked up. When I was chefing, we passed around Kitchen Confidential. He and Macro Pier White were gods. I have that book, Kitchen Confidential, somewhere in my apartment right now. My girlfriend at the time, just a few months ago even, but now my ex-girlfriend, she lent it to me because we would watch a lot of Anthony Bourdain stuff together. And I still have it somewhere here. And I feel like I need to give it to her because I feel bad that I still have it. I should probably find it one day, and before I move out of this place, I should probably mail it to her. But yeah, I love that book. Well, love is important, but I guess there isn't much out there for single female millionaires. That's actually a very good point. Because you see, when you're rich, if you're a woman and you're single and you're rich, most men don't give a fuck. Like they want beauty. They want like to see a physically beautiful specimen. So like when a woman has a lot of money, like if a guy is into a woman because they have a lot of money and it's obvious to another man that that's why they're in it, like that guy is like the biggest piece of shit ever because like no guy cares about a woman's like fucking money. Like that's unless they're just looking to take that money and go elsewhere. But women love get men who have a lot of money and resources and power because they like status, they like that status symbol. So it's actually fucking hilarious. Right? That's just the way that shit goes. With enough money, the robot could be, though. His talk about the heroin in the book was painful to read. Yeah, his addiction to heroin was pretty fucked up, and it went on for a while too. Anyone who does heroin, like it depletes you of so much serotonin, and just it makes you like you can never feel the same way ever again when you do that much heroin. Try before you buy revenue model. I expect a showroom with sterilizing spray and cum plunger. I'm sure they must come with some sort of like weird package deals for that type of like sex robot shit. That'd be weird. Here's the new package deal. It comes with all these things in a cum cleanser.
2 days.
I'm a watch collector, and I like the occasional wear of a few Rolex watches. The woman who strike up converse with me occurs more with them on because they see me as a status symbol and not a man. Yeah, of course. Status, like cars are a sign of status too. Like the nicer the car, the higher the status of your occupation, the higher status man you are, right? Same as like watches. I'm not like big into watches. I got this watch recently. I'm not huge into watches, but I do like I don't know. I do like to wear them, but they are kind of stupid. Even just watches in general are kind of a status symbol because people have cell phones now, right? And the better cell phone obviously is a status symbol as well. If you have like a nice Rolex or whatever, if it's a watch, that's a good status symbol. If you have an iPhone 6 or whatever, right? Like that's a nice status symbol too. It's a weird thing. Like it's weird. Like that's why I feel like when I think about it now, like a show like How I Met Your Mother probably couldn't be done today because the character of Barney is probably the most truthful representation of what women want, and women hated him. Well, they liked him, but they also hated him because he exposed exactly what women deep inside want in a man. So it's kind of like funny, charming, wears lots of suits, has a high occupation job, frivolous with their money, kind of high status. Yeah, the craftsmanship of like a nice watch is nice. Yeah, no tutors. Are Rolex watches worth the money, or is it just because they're popular? I own some tutors too, and Omegas. Wow, Jesus Christ, you have that as well. So you actually have a pretty decent occupation. Well, I mean, you're a doctor, but oh man, oh yeah, that's the wow, it's a 007 watch. Jesus Christ, yeah, it's a nice watch. Yeah, that's a very good watch. Yeah. If you're a watch collector, like how many watches would one have to be considered a watch collector? Would it be over like 3 or 4, or are you talking like over 10? Like what would be considered a collector? So this is a look at Foreman says, "Marry me." I'm a big fan of rebuilding them, and I've always loved them. I would not recommend you buy a Rolex for status because it's only worth the money if you love the history and the amazing in-house craft of all the pieces. So no special lift in action or anything. I hate Rolex. The brand is a status symbol and the look, but shan't bash you for it. Rolex, to be honest, based on visual images, I think I actually like the Omega better. I like the more like Rolex is nice, but I kind of like the classy look of the Omega. It's nicer, if you know what I'm talking about. Like Rolex is like old school, but yeah, Rolex. The thing with Rolex, a lot of these watches, they don't look necessarily like any other. Like people would really have to look. Like if a girl's like, just if a girl ever like looks at your watch that heavily, you know they're looking for that name and stuff. And if someone was doing that, it's already kind of fucked up to begin with. But yeah, it's a very status symbol type of thing that watches nowadays. Depends. I would recommend most collect a small, high quality collection rather than a huge collection of cheaper automatics. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, if you're gonna have a collection of something, you might as well make it at least pretty good, right? You wear the Speedmaster? Let me see what that looks like compared to the one I was looking at. You watched the. Yeah, so you have the silver band. Is it the silver band or you have the black band? There's two bands for the Speedmaster. Let's see. I'll tell you which one I like. I like the Omega Vintage. That looks fucking nice. I like nice vintage straps. Yeah, that looks really nice. Yeah, the vintage ones are really, really cool looking. I just like the classic look of the watches. Warriors, I could probably buy a marker and draw one on my arm. Yeah, that's I mean, you have to be a pretty good artist or a tattoo artist to do that. I actually use a Psycho United Nations strap with the Speedmaster. Oh, okay. Wow, really? Interesting choice of strap. Okay, weird. Interesting. Do you think it makes it look better though? I don't know. It's kind of an interesting choice. I was gonna say that any good collection should have a Daniel Wellington. I'm gonna search Daniel Wellington. Thanks a lot for this. Jeez, now I'm gonna know so much about watches by the time I'm done the stream. Oh, come on, really? Daniel Wellington watches? Okay, I mean they're okay looking. I'm not really a fan of them, to be honest. They're okay, but you're saying that because they're Scottish watches, aren't they? I'm looking at a Glasgow watch right now. It's got a Daniel Wellington. I got a Scottish watch. Shit, they got a lot of hate and they actually are made pretty good. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I like the gear watches. I don't know who does the best. I know people are gonna laugh, but I like Fossil watches actually. I think Fossil watches are pretty sweet. They're not like the most expensive, but they're pretty good medium. They're pretty good average brand. Oh, yeah, I watched the fight last night. Wow, we're getting back on it. I feel like it's gonna like this whole stream has gone full circle now. We're talking about the fight again. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna call it now. It has been a fun stream. It's been over 22 hours now of the stream has been watched. Almost 3 hours in watch time. This has been fun. We're gonna do it again, obviously next Sunday. I'm gonna try to get a video up before, hopefully, the stream. But yeah, thanks a lot for keeping along. And Hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, whatever's left of it. And if you guys are Canadian, obviously happy Thanksgiving as well. And I love you guys. And I'm going to look more at those watches, Future and Fomaron. So yeah. Anyways, guys, over 3 hours of stream. All right, take care.